Splash.
I'm Joey Waller. Well, never mind those exorbitant ticket prices for tonight's first World Series game at Wrigley since 1945. Indians and Cubs tied at the game apiece. How about mere access to adjacent bars like the...
It's time now for Troup Tigers football on WLAG 96.9 FM, 1240 AM, and online at Eagle1023.com. Troup Tigers football is brought to you in part by Mallory Insurance, Holmes Pharmacy, Wellstar West Georgia Medical, Emory Southern Orthopedics, Kia of LaGrange, Remax Results Agent Rob Upchurch, and Remax Results Agent Joel Upchurch. Now live to the field for Troup Tigers football.
Well, good evening, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome to Troup High School Tiger Football. We are live here from the beautiful stadium behind Central High School in Carrollton. Where it's at Central High School. It is the Lions of Central. They have really done a lot of great work in improving this facility. They have the turf field, which, of course, we have there at Callaway Stadium. They got a track that goes around it. New field house down in the end zone to our right. It's just a great place, Greg, and I think, tell you what, the fans are turning out for it tonight, too, aren't they, Greg?
Well, you know, it's we're here at Roy Richards Memorial Stadium on the campus of Central High School here in Carrollton. A lot of people get it confused. They still want to call it Central of Carrollton.
Nope.
Folks take exception to that. They're Central of Carroll County.
Well, we're not Troup of LaGrange.
That's true. And, you know, I've encouraged them for several years now. They just need to change the name of the high school. But what a gorgeous campus. And this, the field condition is wonderful. It's got a new turf on it. Gorgeous facility. And it's their senior night tonight. So not only are we coming to this game with Central being 0-8, but it's also their senior night. So, you know, we'll take any advantage we can get. Sometimes on senior night, you kind of mind's a different place. But so far, wonderful night for football. You know, Greg, at the same time, I'm sure that Coach Glisson's been mentioning this all through the week. We walked into Sandy Creek, and they were celebrating their homecoming. They were thinking, here comes Troup. You know, they were 1-9 last year. This is going to be an easy game for us to celebrate and have a lot of fun. But then we hit them in the mouth. And it really kind of ruined not just their homecoming, but their season. And, Central right now, they don't have anything to lose. And we're going to have to really make sure we come in and we're playing our game tonight. You know, it's funny. I was down here talking to Coach Busby and the defense coordinator, Coach Micah Alba, as I was making my way down. And we were talking about, I said, look over at these guys. I know it's senior night, but I remember back in 77 when we were coming off a 1-9 season, moving over to 8-3 season the next year, kind of what our Tigers are doing this year. Right. We certainly hope they go better than 8-3. But anyway, these guys were chest bumping. They were all high-fiving. It's like, man, they're having fun. And you're right. It's that loosey-goosey, man, we're 0-8. We got nothing to lose. We're going to see if we can upset Troup. Well, that's what they would love to do. We'll talk more about this and what's going on. We'll get you caught up with what's happening around our region, what some of those games are going to be like. But right now, you're listening to Troup High School Tiger Football on Eagle Sports.
Calling all area coaches, high school coaches, travel ball coaches, and more. Mud Creek Team Sales is now selling sporting goods like Wilson, DeMarini, Louisville Slugger, Rollins, and Russell for travel teams, football, baseball, basketball, soccer, and more. For more information, call Mud Creek Team Sales today at 706-884-5592. Call Coach Jeter or Greg Hicks. Calling all area coaches. Mud Creek Team Sales with all your sporting goods. Wilson, DeMarini, Louisville Slugger, Rollins, and Russell. Mud Creek Team Sales, a proud sponsor of today's game.
In 1916, Auto Owners Insurance teamed up with local independent agents so customers could get fast, friendly, local service. Bravo! It worked so well, we decided to keep it that way. And 100 years later, we still do things the same way, by teaming up with local independent agents who deliver quality, personal service. Some might call that old school. But then again, maybe everything old is new again. Kind of refreshing, isn't it?
Mallory Agency at MalloryAgency.com. For all your insurance needs, it's the Mallory Agency.
There's a secret to beating injuries or ailments. Get the right team. Emory Southern Orthopedics' well-trained, experienced doctors, nurses, and staff are that team. These teammates listen and understand your specific condition and provide high-quality hometown care that will get you back into your game. For more information about Emory Southern Orthopedics team, visit www.southernorthopedics.com.
You're listening to Eagle Sports, WLAG 96.9 FM, 1240 AM, and online at eagle1023.com. Now back to the field for more Troup Tiger football.
Welcome back to Troup High School Tiger football. Jack Pullman, Greg Hicks down on the field right now. Excuse me, Greg, we mentioned it is senior night for them. And they have a great group of seniors I was just listening to. They got a great PA announcer up here in the booth, and he's doing a great job. He knows these kids. He's able to identify with them and really give them some encouragement. I heard some of the guys that are part of the junior ROTC. One gentleman, as soon as he graduates, he's off to Paris Island.
That's
you mentioned that. You step out of high school and you go right into the Marines. What an awesome thing that he's doing for him and his family and for our country. Just excited about these young people and how they're going to begin their lives as young adults right after they get through in May.
Well, it's kind of scary, especially if you're a parent. I know personally, my son Scott is a junior at Troup, and he's all about going to the Naval Academy. Or, hey, Dad, I might want to go to West Point. And I'm thinking, well, now, wait a second. He said, yeah, but I want to be Special Forces. That's like, or Navy SEAL. It's like, oh. So that's like, you're the guy that's going to go in and like, get Osama bin Laden, right? And that's like, as a parent, that's kind of scary. But you know what? It's for the love of the country, and what better time in today's world to have these young kids coming up and still loving the United States of America and what it's all about. So kudos to them, and I hope the parents understand. I know I'm still trying to understand, but loving every minute of it.
Well, I think that you're exactly right, Greg. I've got a daughter that'll be graduating this year from LaGrange High School. We had our senior night there. LaGrange High, last night they fell in their contest against Chapel Hill, and been a tough season for Coach Burks and his team. But very similar, just a 2-8 record as opposed to our 1-9 record last year. But LaGrange has had a difficult time. But hopefully they can turn it around, much as Coach Glisson and his team has this year, Greg. And really, since Hardaway, we fell there. Really, I think we'd had 5 more minutes of that ball game. I think we were on the road to coming back. But since then, we've just looked ahead, and each game we've met the challenge and done exactly what we needed to do to win.
You're right, Jack, and we'll go through several games. But hey, I've seen fans, actually parents, on Facebook criticizing the coaches as late as last week, and I'm thinking, you really. Because you're not in the inner workings of what's going on in the field house and what's going on out on the practice field. It's kind of hard to make those kind of comments. Really, we want positive fan support because you know what? We are 7-1 right now. We're not 0-8 like we were last year. It's kind of like Coach G said the other night at the Gridiron Club. Hey, this year they're going out. Hey, beat Sandy Creek. Beat Cartersville. Last year the slogan was beat anybody. And and that's what he was talking about. Well, it's. We've looked through several of our games. Sandy Creek game was kind of the game that we just put everything together. We looked polished. The LaGrange game, we were kind of uptight with the local importance, the community interest. The kids wanted to win. We didn't look sharp. Hey, the Cedartown game last week, our first half, we was just full of what we say funk. We couldn't get it going.
Right.
Had to challenge the defense to step it up, and somehow we've won a few games. We've won ugly, but like Bobby Bowden said the other night at the Gridiron Club, he says never apologize for winning. And so Coach G says, I'm not going to apologize for winning. We're putting together a program here, and folks know that it takes a while to put together a team, to put together a coaching staff to make this happen, and. So just be patient with us and with the coaching staff, and I think you'll be pleased. But yeah, you're right. These guys out here tonight on Central side, they have no reason to worry about anything. They're just going out here and have fun.
You're exactly right. Central's also used to vying for titles. In AA, they were right there with Callaway. Some battles that you and I had a chance to come up here and witness over the years. So they are a team that's used to winning. Their fan base that's used to winning. So they've got to reestablish themselves in Quad A.
That's right. And we talked about coming into the season. I said, hey, this new region, we know we got Cartersville to deal with. They'll be the defending state champs. We know we got Sandy Creek to deal with. Hey, you know what? And I know that Troup and LaGrange are both rebuilding. And Cedartown has kind of been a 500 ball team. Even when Chubb was with them, they didn't have but 1 or 2 good years when he was actually running for them. A couple of years they went 5-5, and 1 year I think when he was with them they went 4-6. But so I thought Central would be the team really to beat for that number 3 seed. Well, as it turns out, they kind of had some issues this past June when their coach bailed out and went down to, I can't say bailed out, but he got an offer from Georgia Southern, so he took it, and they're kind of in the situation that we were in last year, looking for a coach, and that was late in the season or early spring before they found a coach. Hey, we know firsthand that's kind of tough to deal with.
Yes, it is. And Greg, you and I have talked about it often. We've talked with Coach G about that, and getting the right guys in place, getting his staff around him, letting them take on those new roles. Have an off-season program, Greg. Think about how important that is for any team to have those off-season program, get those guys ready. But right now they're about to have the presentation of the colors. We're going to step away for just a few moments. We come back, lots more to talk about as we're getting ready for Troup and Central right here on Eagle Sports.
Hi friends, Jess Lichter here with Key of LaGrange. We're going pink this month for breast cancer awareness, and we'll be donating a portion of our sales to the Breast Friends for Life Hope for a Day campaign. So stop by and check out our selection of Kias and help support a great cause. It's fall savings times, which means the 16s, they've got to go to make room for the 17s. You can own a 16 Kia Cadenza for as little as $23,500. And with prices like these are not going to last long, come see us today or online at keyoflagrange.com to help support your local economy.
Price plus tax tag and title. Stock number 19215. Good food. Where do you find it? Because when you spend your hard-earned money, you want good food. So the place you'll find that good food is at Rogers Barbecue on New Franklin Road in LaGrange, where they only serve American-grown catfish, barbecue cooked to perfection, and with all the fixings to make it worth every penny. Rogers Barbecue is locally owned and run with care since 1945. Come eat with us Monday through Saturday from 11 to 9, or use our carry-out window. Rogers Barbecue, New Franklin Road, LaGrange. Deciding to sell or buy a home is a big step. To make sure it's the step in the right direction, choose the person best qualified to handle your real estate needs. Joel and Rob Upchurch have been breaking sales records every year since 1997. They truly are the real estate leaders in West Georgia. So take a step in the right direction. Contact Joel or Rob Upchurch at RE/MAX Results, because they are dedicated to results and converting transactions into relationships.
You're listening to Eagle Sports, WLAG 96.9 FM, 1240 AM, and online at eagle1023.com. Now back to more Troup Tiger football.
Welcome back to our pregame coverage of the Troup High School Tigers, getting ready for this contest between the Lions of Central of Carroll County and our own Troup High School Tigers. And Greg, let's reflect back a little bit to last week. We took on Cedartown there at Callaway Stadium, and it was a tough ball game. But I was talking with some friends of mine through the week. Really it's a ball game. We should have had 3 touchdowns going away. Had 2 interceptions in the end zone, 1 touchdown called back. That's 3 scores that we missed on the clock, and we still came away with a victory. But we definitely got to cut that out if we want to go further into the playoffs and go the way we want to.
Well, this is the time of the season where happening. You got to come in. You should be. This is the 9th game of the year. Really 9.5 if you. A half of a scrimmage, but we should be getting back to where we were at the Sandy Creek game, where we basically had.
I would like to also recognize another fall sport that we have going
losing a little bit, Greg. Where have you gone to?
Not with us tonight because they're competing in the softball state championships.
We may have to make a few adjustments to pick you up way over there.
Well, we were doing good previously until just now, but we got to get back to where we were at the Sandy Creek game, where we were just almost penalty free.
Striking out 20 batters, and today they defeated Jefferson 3-0.
We've got to be able to do that. Last 2 weeks, we've had our share of miscommunications, maybe some misreads, and what have you, and it just didn't seem to come together. So hopefully, I was telling fans, hopefully those are the 2 ball games that we got all that, for the lack of a better word, crap out of. We can put together some good games, especially as we're going into the playoffs. This is where you've got to be kind of peaking.
Well, you're exactly right, Greg, and we want to be doing that. Last week, again, I was really proud of the resilience of the guys. You and I have seen teams and all the different teams we've covered that will get down to score, have a break go against them, have some interceptions again in the end zone, and they might lay down. They might kind of fuss and cuss and kind of give each other a hard time. But I saw our guys on the sideline lifting each other up every time that happened. Hey, guys, but let's get it back. Let's get the defense over there. The defense in the second half, think about how they shut down Cedartown last week. They've been very impressive as a unit.
Well, Mike Alba, the defensive coordinator, basically just challenged them. He and Coach G kind of, got a little puffy with them in the halftime, and they were challenged. And you saw what happened. Came back and we held them. We were playing for the first 3 series. Can you hear me?
Yeah, there you are. Go ahead.
Here we go. So, I'm if you remember the first 3 series last week, we were playing short field. I mean, we held them inside their own 45-yard line.
Right.
It's kind of neat to be able to start that way.
And don't forget about the play of Big Play Ray, who gives us good field position when he's called to punt the ball.
Well, that's right. What a huge field position change. But we had a situation too where Carson kicked that field goal. We had a a legal procedure, so we backed him up 5 yards, and he still made it.
Yep.
That was good collective pressure right there. He's had good composure to make that field goal.
All right, let's step away for a moment as they got some other ceremony things taking place here at the stadium. But right now, we're going to take about 90 seconds back to the station for some hear from some of our sponsors. We'll be back in just a little bit on Eagle Sports.
There's a secret to beating injuries or ailments. Get the right team. Emory Southern Orthopedics, well-trained, experienced doctors, nurses, and staff are that team. These teammates listen and understand your specific condition and provide high-quality hometown care that will get you back into your game. For more information about Emory Southern Orthopedics team, visit www.southernorthopedics.com.
Introducing the most valuable provider, your nationally ranked WellStar West Georgia Medical Center. Ranked a top 100 large community hospital by Truven Health Analytics. Named a top 100 great community hospital by Becker's Hospital Review. Rated top 100 in medical excellence and patient safety by CareChecks. WellStar West Georgia Medical Center. Award-winning healthcare right here in LaGrange. To learn more, visit wellstar.org/WGMC. We believe in life well lived.
State Farm, this is Gwen.
Salutations, Gwen. I have car insurance, but I want to protect the rest of the stuff in my apartment. Some of my action figures were ruined recently.
We can add a renter's policy. For the cost of one action figure, we can protect your entire army of action figures against fire, theft, burst pipes.
Great! You have no idea how hard it is untangling wet alien hair.
Add renter's insurance to your auto policy and get to a better state. State Farm.
For a money-saving way to protect your possessions, call Agent Matt Orr on the square in downtown LaGrange.
Now back to more Troup Tiger football on Eagle Sports, WLAG 96.9 FM, 1240 AM, and online at eagle1023.com.
Welcome back. We're going to go right back to our sponsors as they're continuing their pregame ceremonies right here on Eagle Sports. We're going to do 4 spots. Let's do 4 spots back to the section, please. Thank you.
Deciding to sell or buy a home is a big step. To make sure it's a step in the right direction, choose the person best qualified to handle your real estate needs. Joel and Rob Upchurch have been breaking sales records every year since 1997. They truly are the real estate leaders in West Georgia. So take a step in the right direction. Contact Joel or Rob Upchurch at RE/MAX Results because they are dedicated to results and converting transactions into relationships. Have you gotten your flu shot? Now is the time. Holmes Pharmacy is the place to get your flu shot. And if you have insurance, it could be free. So don't wait. Drive right up to Holmes Pharmacy and get your flu shot today at Commerce Avenue in LaGrange or in Hamilton. And if your doctor feels you need a high-dose flu shot, Holmes Pharmacy has you covered.
Hi, I'm Perry Prather, pharmacist at Holmes Pharmacy. So drop by Commerce Avenue in LaGrange, Georgia. We have your flu shot ready. So come see me or any of my fine staff at Holmes Pharmacy today.
Russ Brown, owner of LaGrange Equipment and Tool Rental, has all the tools and equipment handymen and contractors need in our area. And if you're planning a wedding, party, tailgate, reunion, or corporate event, LaGrange Equipment and Tool Rental has you covered. Like them on Facebook and see all the particulars they offer. Plus, they're open Monday through Saturday. LaGrange Equipment and Tool Rental, Greenville Street, LaGrange, next to CVS Pharmacy. Phone 706-882-8665. That's 706-882-8665. LaGrange Equipment and Tool Rental.
Hi friends, Jess Lichter here with Key of LaGrange. We're going pink this month for breast cancer awareness, and we'll be donating a portion of our sales to the Breast Friends for Life Hope for a Day campaign. So stop by and check out our selection of Kias and help support a great cause. It's fall savings times, which means the 16s, they gotta go to make room for the 17s. You can own a 16 Kia Cadenza for as little as $23,500. And you know with prices like these are not gonna last long. Come see us today or online at keyoflagrange.com to help support your local economy.
Price plus tax tag and title. Stock number 19215.
You're listening to Eagle Sports, WLAG 96.9 FM, 1240 AM, and online at eagle1023.com. Now back to more Troup Tiger football.
That's our national anthem brought to you by some of the seniors of Central. I tell you what, Greg, I was listening to the speech the young lady gave a moment ago that she was talking about the difficulties they've had this year with a tough season and a new coach and a lot of new classification. And I thought it was one of the most poignant speeches I've ever heard.
I tend to agree with you, Jack. Very eloquently put. I thought about, the 4 years. She talked about how all these students, what they've endured over all 4 years, and what it's like to be a Central Lion here in Lion Valley, as they call it.
Yep.
And just a lot of reflections. And I think it's a milestone in your life that you're a senior in high school. Should be some of the more fun times in your life, and then you move on to the next stage. But while you're in high school, study hard and have some fun. And she did a great job on reflecting on that.
It's one of those speeches that you could almost plug in any value there. Last year the Tigers were 1-9. I think that a speech like that, talking about how the fans still come, even if on a night when you're not looking at a winning season at all, that the fans are still there. And I'm looking across the way as I see our fans. They're turning out. Of course, just about 35, 40 minutes up the road to come here to Central. We hope a lot of folks have had a chance to hit the Steak and Shake, hit the Waffle House, hit the Chick-fil-A, and get over here to cheer on these Tigers tonight.
Hey, you talking about Steak and Shake now? That's high tech. So we're riding up the 41, and Jack's over there. What do you guys want to eat? I said, let's go to Steak and Shake. So he's over there on the phone, ordering online, and the food was waiting on us when we got there. Wow, I enjoy technology.
Well, I enjoy it when it works.
Yes, true.
Because we were still kind of, is it going to be there? This lady, I think we luckily had a young waitress that understood all that, and we got our food, and it worked out well. Greg, coming in tonight, we talked about Central. And, we mentioned a few minutes ago, you and I have watched this team for quite a bit over the years, and they have always been a big challenge. Of course, Callaway was their foe as they were in the AA classification, and I think last year came down to Callaway and Central, who was going to win the region. And that was a pretty good battle here here at Lion Valley. But the Callaway Cavaliers came away with a big win that year. Tonight, the very different situation. They've had a difficult season, new coach, a lot of change in the classification, stepping into Quad A, and not just Quad A, but one of the toughest regions in Quad A across the whole state. When you consider you got Cartersville, the number one team in the state. You've had Sandy Creek, who was number 4 at one time until somebody knocked them off. And you had this upstart Troup team that's cracking the top 10.
You're right. What do we come in this week at number 9? Depending on, of course, there's several polls out there, but just typically one official poll. But you know what? I've learned through the years, especially in high school, don't get caught up in the polls. I know we tend to get more caught up in
one group's opinion at the time.
Oh, yeah. We tend to do that for the collegiate level. I kind of like that, But at high school, hey, when you're number 1, when you're a Buford, when you're a Cartersville, when you're a Jefferson, when you're a Valdosta, when you're a Lowndes County, a Colquitt County, hey, we know you're number 1. That's just bottom line. You've proved it year after year. It's these upstarts that we've got to come up and prove our grit, if you will. So, and I think so far this year, you're right. The Tigers have proven their grit on the gridiron. And wow, with doing the believing in THS, and they're on a mission for Coach Glisson. And I tell you what, not just him, but the whole coaching staff. It's just been a fun year, and I hope tonight they'll continue to do that ride.
Greg, you and I have lots of conversations with people around town about football. They know how much we love what goes on with high school football. And one of the things people said to me, there were a few of my Granger friends as I was at the Granger game last night. And they said, well, what's different? This Coach G, has he had a lot of success before, and this and that and the other thing? I said, well, let's just stop it for just a second. Let's think about it. There's lots of people that may not have had great success where they were, but they have success when they're in the right position. One of my favorite teams is the New England Patriots. I don't care what people say about them. They're a quality program. And I look at Coach Belichick. He was with Cleveland for a long time and did nothing. In fact, they ran him out of town on a rail. And he stepped into the right situation in New England. Now he's one of the great geniuses of football.
That's true. Clear eyes, full hearts, can't lose. I like that slogan by Central over there as they brought up their banner. I tell you what, yeah, you're right. Coach G, we talked the other night, Frank Beamer, retired coach at Virginia Tech, gave the Gridiron Club some pointers. He said, there's 3 things that I wanted as a coach. He said, I wanted integrity, I wanted communication, and I wanted organization. I wanted to be organized. Mm-hmm. And I tell you what, Coach G is all 3 of those. If you're keeping up with his Facebook posts, if you just keep up with what he's done in his life, he's all 3 of those, and he's certainly well organized. And that's part of being a head coach. That's that 3 phases of the game. Hey, that's 3 phases of coaching. and he has to be well organized. And to do so, you got to keep up with what's going on and keep the fans support, keep the fans involved, keep informed, and keep the players organized and the coaches organized and your game plan going. There's a lot to be said to be a football coach, especially a head coach. And all these coaches are putting in 100-hour work weeks. So,
and Greg also, he's not a guy that's going to let stuff fly. He's going to hold you accountable. He's going to set the expectation, expect you to meet that expectation as he's working with you. Looking down the field, got Cam Russell and Montez Crow coming out as captains tonight for the Troup High School Tigers, and Greg's down on the field. We'll hope to hopefully get the coin toss for us down there.
All right, let's see if we can get over here by the referee.
He's the guy in the white hat.
That's right.
Team. If we have a foul by the opposing team, I expect the captain to step up and make a decision for your team, okay? You're going to call it, right? Yes, sir. Okay. That's heads, and that's tails. What are you going to call? He's called heads. I'm going to flip it and let it hit the ground. It is heads.
So your Troup High Tigers have won the toss, and they've deferred to the second half.
All right, which is very expected for the team. So that's also that we'll see that defense that was able to shut out Cedartown the second half last week step on the field to start this contest. We're going to step away, and when we come back, we'll have kickoff live here from Carrollton as Central of Carroll is taking on our Troup High School Tigers right here on Eagle Sports.
When a football team ends up with 12 men on the field, it means somebody forgot to double check. And when you end up paying more for your car insurance than you need, it could also mean somebody forgot to double check. That's why State Farm will do a free discount double check by going through your policies to make sure you're getting all the discounts you deserve. Because those discounts mean big league savings. It pays to double check. Call your State Farm agent, Matt Orr, on the square in downtown LaGrange.
The action continues now with more Troup Tiger football on Eagle Sports, WLAG 96.9 FM, 1240 AM, and online at eagle1023.com.
Welcome back to Troup High School Tiger football. We're live here in the Lion Valley. I like that kind of thought process. You know, Greg, you and I were talking a little bit a moment as we walked around this campus. It's kind of nestled in here. They've done some great work to incorporate it into the campus here at Central High School, and how neat that might be in the future in Troup County as one of the high schools could have their stadium right there as a part of their campus.
I'll tell you what, I'm going to take a picture of the visitor crowd. Man, these Tigers have traveled good tonight. The stand's full. I think we got about as many in our stands as the Carroll Central team has in theirs, and wow, it's just wonderful. You're right, nestled in this Lion Valley, as they say, and it is kind of it's in a hole here, but what a nice, again, I can't express it enough, what a nice facility this is, and it sure would be nice for us to come away with a victory tonight, guys.
Well, something else, Greg, that you and I mention every time we come up here, this is probably the most hospitable place we ever get to come. The grounds are great. The guys up here in the press box are great. They take good care of us. They're cordial. We enjoy seeing them, and it's a shame we got to go down and beat them here on the football field.
Yeah. Well, that's what we want to do. Hey, it's all friendly and fun and games, but when it comes down time to kick it off, hey, we'll shake hands and may the best man win, but we certainly do appreciate their hospitality. I can't say enough about the folks at Central. They've always treated us nice, and it just shows around campus. Everybody's having fun. Kids in the end zone playing football. That's what Friday Night Football is about.
A lot of responsibility on the part of some of the teenagers. We were coming into the parking deck and parking area, and some of the young ladies kind of taking charge. They're seniors here, but they speak with authority. That was kind of neat to work with those young ladies. And here we go, big play, Ray. Carson Rayford is going to kick the ball off for us from the 40. High kick's going to sail into the end zone, and they'll bring it out to the 20, and that's where the Lions will have it 1st and 10.
Once again, Carson Rayford puts it into the end zone. We're kind of getting used to seeing that, and we appreciate that because, every once in a while you'd like to see a return. But for the most part, you want him to the best weapon we've got on the kickoff team is to have him good job at that side, Judge. He kind of reached up and threw the ball between his legs backwards. He's an athlete, baby.
Like having that as we start this contest. Well, here comes Central. They'll start off with a T in the backfield. They're going back up to pass in the first play of the game. Throw it way downfield. Couple couple of guys there that's thrown over the heads. Not really a call to be made there, Greg. There's a little bit of pushing, but the ball was thrown well over the heads of everybody.
Well, it was uncatchable, but we could be argued that it's uncatchable because number 4 Schweitzer held him up. But at the same time, I think both of them were kind of pushing and shoving on each other. But kudos for Central to be able to come out and just try to go the home run ball, try to put some quick numbers on the board. So it'll be 2nd down and 10.
Central with the silver helmets and the maroon pants as they're going to hand the ball off into the middle. Get a little run there across the 25 down about the 27-yard line.
They actually may mark him down about the 28. Let's see where they mark the ball. They're going to put him down to the 28, so it'll be 3rd and 2. So that was an 8-yard gain on 2nd down. Just a little quick trap play right up the middle.
Hunter Eckhart, the ball carrier that time. Quickly they go back to the line of scrimmage, and he stood up. We hit him. We're going to hold him short of the 30, and that'll bring up 4th down.
Wow, what all of the Tigers. King Makuta, along with Kevin Martin, along with Dedrick Tucker and Jared Lane, all of them hammering on him, just wouldn't let him go. It's 4th down, and I guess they're going to bring out the punting team. I thought, well, maybe they're going to go for it. Like I say, they got no reason to think they're going to win. To lose anything.
I don't know that I would give Troup that opportunity from the 30 going in to start off this contest. So they're going back up to punt the ball away.
Got Chance Hill standing on about the 45-yard line of the Tigers.
I'm really looking for Chance to have a breakout game tonight, Greg. I feel it for him tonight. There's the snap. Gets to him. There's the kick. Low kick. It's going to go right to Chance. Chance is going to take a step to the left, start to get upfield. Going to get up to about the 44-yard line. He'll be stopped there, and that's where the Tigers will have it 1st and 10.
Good. He caught the ball. And you said it was a knuckle ball, but it was also a line drive. He shifted to the right and then planted and went back over toward the central sideline and was able to pick up about 4 yards, and the Tigers will start at the 49-yard line. So really, start the game, excellent field position, Jack.
Yep. So the Tigers will come from the sideline. They huddled up there. The quarterback, Montez Crow, will be in the backfield. He'll have a back to his right. Calls for the snap. Takes it, going to hand it off right up into the line. Tigers blocking there. Of course, the ball carrier this time is going to be Cam Russell. Get things started for us. Going to get across the 45 up to it. Wow, he's going to give us some pretty good field position. About a game of 5, 2nd and 5.
They're right up behind center Seth Adams and right guard Brandon Barrington, or actually Brandon Turner, and Brandon Barrington's the right tackle on that side. So good job by the offensive line putting 4 yards on the board. And that's kind of what we're looking for. With Keyshawn Cameron and Ethan Short and Seth Adams and the rest of the offensive line, pound out some yards, guys.
Put a man in motion, go back to the other side. That's Hill. Crow going to hand off in the line. They're going to read it pretty well, but great second effort. We're going to get close to a 1st down. They're going to get across the 50 to about the 40, that's about the 47, and that's going to be just a yard short of the 1st down.
I tell you, it's maybe less than a yard, actually, Jack. But just a little scissor play out of the backfield. Had the H-back coming in motion. Kind of fake to him, kind of like that read pass option, kind of what we did. If you think about what Auburn did on the first play last, kind of the same thing. You just got a little bit of motion. You don't really know what's going on, and then they just crisscrossed and went right up the field. So 3rd and 1. Hopefully it'll work out.
Here we go. Montez stands in the backfield, claps his hand together. A little bit of a high snap. Going to hand the ball off to Cam. Going around the right side. He's got the 1st down. Down across the 45, down out of bounds at the 43.
Yeah, he was. He got out. It's just a little handoff to the man in motion, the H-back, and wow, was he? Hey, you know what? They may be 0-8, but they sure are hammering him. Yeah. And it's kind of like I remember way back in the day. Demetrius Good was down in Washington County, and man, they were hammering him. But that
was a long trip.
It was a long trip and a long time ago. But and Russell's a tough guy. I told you before. I wish they had 10 more just like him. 1st down, Tigers.
Tigers going to split a man wide to this near side, twins to the right. Crow will have a wing to his left. Set a man in motion once again. That'll be Chance. Be a fake handoff. Montez is going to keep the ball, get across the 40 down to the 38-yard line. Greg, I'm not sure if he meant to do that instead of handing it off.
Well, it's actually a read. He saw something. When he comes at the line of scrimmage, he could basically, we talked about it Saturday morning on the quarterback show as well as at the TV show. He has to read as soon as he comes to the line. He saw something that he liked right up the hill. But, what happened is as soon as he got the ball, he went to hand off to Cam, or actually fake it to him, and they kind of bumped into each other. And when you do that, it kind of throws your timing off. But he was still able to pick up 4, maybe 5 yards.
Tigers back to the line of scrimmage. Here they come. Twins to this near side, really a slot receiver. And off into the line, going to the right side, going to get the first down and more to the 30, down to 25, 20, and finally get knocked out of bounds right at the 20-yard line.
I'm going to tell you something. Tyreek Carlisle, number 18, Montez's cousin. I told him I'm going to refer to him as Montez's cousin. Hey, he hammered the ball. That's about a 14-yard gain. He got outside, and the corner came up on him at the 20 and tried to take him head on. Tyreek, as small as he is, head over and ran over him on the 20-yard line. So first down, Tigers on the march, guys.
Once again, another first down for the Tigers. Crow fakes the handoff, throws across the middle. Oh, just out of the hands of his intended receiver right at the end zone.
Hey, it was a great effort by Ken Truitt. Good pass by Montez Crow. Hey, but you got to give number 4, the cornerback, a good effort. He was he kind of dove for it, and I think his hand kind of got in Ken Truitt's vision or the path of football. Ball was not deflected. It just kind of got across his eyes, and you could see. But give Ken Truitt kudos for making a diving attempt on the goal line.
Xavier Vaughn is the guy back there covering. Here come the Tigers. They got second down and 10. Ball rests right at the 20-yard line. Montez going to run the option. Fake to cut him back inside. Passes off to Carlisle. Carlisle to the 20, 15. Makes a move, spins down, goes down right at the 10. And, Greg, is that enough for a first down?
It depends on the spot, Jack. It's a right-footed spot. They're going to move the chains. They're going to call it a first down inside the 10. So it'll be first down and goal to go in at the 10. So you appreciate being a first down, but bottom line is that's about as far as you can go for a first down and goal is on the 10-yard line. One of the things that Coach and I talked about Saturday morning, Tyreek is really just – Carlisle we're talking about is just really starting to touch the football. He had a couple touchdowns in last week's game. He had some good juking moves, and he twisted and turning moves. But one of the things he's got to get his vision going and make sure he gets positive yards out of it, and while he's doing all that juking.
Russell will come back in the backfield with him, and he'll get the call. Following his blockers, cuts back to the inside, back to the outside now. Gets down inside the 7-yard line. Brings up second and goal.
Just a little weaving going on. He's kind of following his blockers. But, when you're inside the middle of an offensive, defensive line like that, trying to hunt and peck your way through, he's small enough. He's just looking for any little crease he can get through. Unfortunately, that time, the crease only allowed him 2 yards. It'll be second and goal from the 8-yard line.
Second goal, Tigers from the 8.
Oh, yeah.
Frankie and I are getting tied up here in the booth with our cords. Here we go. Man in motion. Montez goes back to the right. Follows another great block. Inside the 5. Cuts down to the 4. So it'll be third down and goal from the 4, Greg. And we got to punch it in.
No, third and goal from the 2. Montez came in on the 5 and saw number 22, the back corner. He a small guy, and Montez, kind of like he did last week at Cedartown, decided, hey, one thing about Montez, he's not going to try to jump over you or go around you. He's going to lower his shoulder and go over you and go through you. Coaches sometimes like it, sometimes they don't. That time it worked down to the 2-yard line. Third and goal from the 2.
So here come the Tigers. They want to put it into the end zone. Montez will go under center now. Takes the snap. The I formation going to hand the ball off. They pound us at the line. Second effort gets us down inside the 1. But they're going to hold us out right there.
I tell you what, you got a couple of Central guys slow to get up, but I'll be honest with you. Tyreek Carlisle hit a brick wall at the 2-yard line, and he stopped. Luckily, he stepped back and went around, was able to squeeze out a yard. So we're looking at fourth down and 1. So significant for the Troup High Tigers here now.
Fourth down.
All right, we're going to go for it. I formation behind Montez. Turns out, hands the ball off, dives in, touchdown Tigers!
They brought in Dre Flagg to bring him at fullback. You put in Khalif Thornton at left guard and helped create a hole for Cameron Russell. Touchdown Tigers from the 1-yard line at the 5-minute mark of the first quarter. Your Tigers get on the board first. Good job, Tigers.
So a 56-yard drive that began back on the 44-yard line. Rayford steps on to attempt the point after touchdown. Snap, hold, kick is up. And the kick is good. No, excuse me, wide right. Very unusual.
I was actually standing here, and it maybe went over the right upright by a half a foot, 6 inches maybe. It was so close. He looked and looked, and he finally just waved him off. So it could have been either way.
So 6-0 is our score. Tigers strike first. You're listening to Troup High School Tiger Football on Eagle Sports.
Good food. Where do you find it? Because when you spend your hard-earned money, you want good food. So the place you'll find that good food is at Rogers Barbecue on New Franklin Road in LaGrange, where they only serve American-grown catfish, barbecue cooked to perfection, and with all the fixings to make it worth every penny. Rogers Barbecue is locally owned and run with care since 1945. Come eat with us Monday through Saturday from 11 to 9 or use our carry-out window. Rogers Barbecue, New Franklin Road, LaGrange.
Now back to the field for more Troup Tiger football on Eagle Sports, WLAG 96.9 FM, 1240 AM, and online at eagle1023.com.
Welcome back. Carson Rayford a little aggravated after that, puts a little extra on it, kicks it into the end zone. So 6-0 is our score. 4:56 left to go here in this first quarter of play. And Greg, nice drive. A little mix of the run. Went to the pass a little bit of time. Montez would run the option. His last ball carry was really kind of neat, Greg, in that he took the step left to run the option, then just decided to run the ball right.
Well, he did. He saw something happen, planted left and hard right, and got him down on the 2-yard line.
So here comes Central. This little man wide, left and right. 2 receivers to this near side with a wing. Hand the ball off quickly to back in the backfield. It's going to slip down short of the 25-yard line. He'll go down about the 24.
And we've got an incidental face mask as he was making the tackle. I don't know if it was Jared Lane or Chance Hill coming in to make the tackle, but he was going down. Hand kind of came across the face mask. Nothing aggressive, so it could be, if they still have the rule, incidental. It shouldn't be more than, say, a 5-yard face mask. But if it's 15, then maybe the rule hadn't changed because that was not an aggressive one. I think this is only going to give him 5 yards.
They'll mark them off more than 5.
Okay, 5 plus 5
10.
plus 5.
Yep.
All right, so evidently I'm convinced they don't have a differentiating face mask penalty. It used to be incidental, and then you got a full face mask penalty. So I guess it's just one. So whether you meant to or not, it's you're going to get 15.
So the ball moves up to the 40 now. Quickly hand off to the tailback of the backfield. Man, he's got some running room. Gets to the 50-yard line. And they're getting some good blocks right at the line of scrimmage that's freeing him up for about 7-8 more extra yards.
Well, you got Big 70 as your left guard, Big 74 as your right guard, and they both pulled, opening up a big hole.
Quickly back up to the line of scrimmage. That play will be whistled dead.
They've got motion on the offense. And just as I was talking about those 2 guards, they both pulled inside and hit each other, guys. I just wanted you to know that.
Well, sometimes that might happen with a hurry-up offense. You got the right, they kind of have it scripted. And that time they really weren't prepared for it. So that's each team has 1 penalty. Ours was a 15-yarder, and theirs is a 5-yarder, so that's not fair. But here we go. Ball rests on the 44-yard line, and here comes Central. Their quarterback is Langdon Schulenberg. He'll have a back to his right. He'll move a wing back to his left side. Man split wide left and right. Takes the shotgun snap. Hands the ball off to his tailback, who's going to be hit and wrapped up, brought down just as he gets across the 40. They're going to mark him down to the 47-yard line.
Kevin Martin, Chance Hill, along with Quentin Kersey on that stop. They've got number 45 in there, Gabe Hubbard, in on that play as well. So you're right. They did give him, looks like about, 3 yards, 4 yards?
Third down, about 3. 2 backs with the quarterback, Schulenberg, in the backfield.
Trying to draw the Tigers offside. Good job. Good discipline by the Tigers.
Shane Bruce is the other back in the backfield. He'll go to a wing on the left side. Schulenberg will take it. He'll hand the ball off in the line, and we're going to stuff him right there. He's not even going to get back to the line of scrimmage, is he, Greg?
No, they're going to actually put him. He might be 6 inches short of the line. They're going to bring that stick backwards a little bit.
Yep.
So you're looking at 4th and 3. So what do you do as you're a Lion? You're going to bring on the punting team again.
And try to pin back the Tigers. This has been so effective for us over the course of the season is we get to a position like this, have to punt the ball, and Carson Rayford is able to put it down inside the 10 so often. So let's see what the punting skills of our foes from the Lions are like.
Number 19 is going to be punting for the Lions. Last time it was a knuckleball wobbler, maybe went 30 yards at the most.
Cameron Brown is the punter. He'll take the snap. No real rush. High kick. Not real deep. Fair catch. Hits off of a Central player right at the 27-yard line. So that's where the Tigers will have it, 1st and 10.
I think that they call that a reverse muff. I'm making up rules now, guys. I didn't know if that would.
Just make up stuff.
Yeah, sure. Fine. Why not? Let's see if anybody texts me on that.
Well, as long as that's not one of the highlights they play on tomorrow morning, Saturday morning quarterback, so that'd be good.
A reverse muff. There you go.
That'd be a FUM, I guess. FFUM, FUM. Reverse muff. Never mind.
So it looks like it was another maybe 28 to 30-yard field goal as the Tigers will start this possession on the 27-yard line.
So from the 27, here come the Tigers. Crow will stand in the backfield, put a man in motion. That's Hill go back to the right side. Actually hands the ball off to Hill. So he'll try to get to the corner, and they'll get him before he gets to the corner. He's going to lose yards back to the 26.
Good job by the Lions at stretching that out. You have to, you give kudos to them. They're still fighting, although they're down by 6. Really should be 7, but they're hammering after them and chasing after the Tigers. Stretched it out to the sideline. You're right. We lost a yard on that one.
Something you could see out of that play too, Greg, though, is that we had the kind of Sooner body right going around, but Montez could have countered that back out on a bootleg back this way, and he had clear sailing.
Well, I promise you, Coach Kelby Holt recognized that, and it'll come up again.
Slot to the right side. Go fake the handoff. Going to throw it out there. Be complete to Kobe Hudson. Hudson will get close to a first down. He's right there on it.
I think they may have it. They're moving the chain, so that'll be a first down Tigers.
4th first down for the Tigers so far tonight. None for Central. Actually, take that back. There'll be 1 off of a first down, so I'll give them that one. Off of a penalty, excuse me.
Giving Dre Flagg kudos for opening that hole for that touchdown.
Good to see him on the field tonight.
Absolutely. Get a chance to go to a leadership meeting and get a chance to play some football.
Multi-talented, multifaceted. There's the snap. It's going to be handoff to Cam. Cam gets past the line of scrimmage to the 40. To the 45, goes out of bounds right at the 46-yard line.
That'll be a face mask. As you pointed out, Frankie, you can see it all the way across the sidelines. So since we discerned earlier that there's no incidental face mask anymore, it's going to be added on 15 to that run.
Well, you say that, but let's make sure.
Come on, I saw his head jerk down. Come on, what else would it be? Frankie saw it. Surely it's a face mask, right?
I think we need your brother to give us these kind of calls. Of course, now we do know that I can't see real well, so we found that out at the Steak and Shake. Great to see Ken and Phyllis Bruce there, but I didn't recognize who they were. There will be a 15-yard penalty.
He's talking to Vicente Stafford over here on the sidelines, and what last week I told you, Chip Metters, our principal, heard it pop in the end zone, and I was hoping all it was just a little, maybe a twisted ankle, but he's got a broken ankle, so he's done for the season. Junior cornerback and wideout, been such an integral part of our both offense and defense, and that's why you're seeing, Jack Schweitzer has normally come in on a relief for Vicente, both offense and defense, and he's getting a start tonight and will be the rest of the season.
Truitt wide to the right side. Crow going to throw it out there. It's going to be complete to Truitt, and he'll be brought down right as he gets the catch, but he does get about 3 yards up the field.
It's funny that I'm sitting here watching. This is one of those perfect things. They call a whistle. His knee might have brushed the ground after the whistle. It was funny because he really never touched that ground.
He kind of spun him right there.
12 men on the field.
Looks like we may have too many people on the field. Our eagle eye Frankie up here. He's kind of there, our savings catcher.
So we've got
that way to work that in.
There you go.
We've got some.
Yep, that's going to be 12 men on the field against Central, so that'll be 5 more yards up the field.
Well, they're trying to gain an advantage anyhow you can get it. Well, hey, I'm with them, buddy. I'm with them.
Whatever works.
But I hate that for we lost Jackson Davis about the 4th game in the season with a broken ankle at practice. And now we've got Vicente Stafford. And I told both of them, hey, guys, at least you're juniors. You get an opportunity to come back. I remember Drake Towns a few years back was a senior when he broke his leg in the LaGrange game and didn't get a chance to play anymore.
That was a tough ball. I remember that, Greg. That was tough. It's going to be Carlisle, the ball carrier. Gets across the line of scrimmage. And down to, what about the 30? We'll cover the 37.
37-yard line.
27, I'm sorry, 27.
27-yard line. He's kind of shooking and jiving down and is able to pick up yardage. And
another first down.
He's got his own running style, that's for sure.
Another first down. Stafford going to throw the ball, and that's awful close pass interference, but they're not going to call it.
Well,
Kobe Hudson was right there on the outside, and as the ball was getting there, grabbed his pads and kind of threw it over him.
Couple of things I noticed there. He's got to make that decision a little quicker. So he pulls out, and it's almost like he pumped it a little bit. The corner almost had a pick six, and then Seth Adams was slow to get up. His right leg was hurting him, and coaches are asking him. He's saying, I'm all right. I'm all right. That's what we talk about by being true grit, buddy.
Yeah, he's a football player. He does not want to come out of that ball game. 22 seconds left to go in the first quarter. 6-0 is your score. The Tigers on top right now. Carroll will take it. A little bit of a high snap. Throws across the middle and incomplete.
We may not know its path.
We'll keep talking for our folks, our fans on the stream.
Independent auto owner's insurance agent
cut that down. That feedback coming back from the station. But for our folks that are listening to us on the stream, we'll keep that this rolling. So it's going to be a 17 seconds left to go here in the first.
We had Ken Truitt on a little narrow post, wide open, had gotten behind the linebackers and in front of the free safety, and Montez just drilled it. Could have been a little more in front of him, was a tad behind him, possibly but could have been caught, but it got on him so quick, guys.
For our radio fans, we're back now. Tigers. Crow's going to run the ball. Actually, he's going to throw it right at the line of scrimmage. He's got a man down there caught down at the 5-yard line. That's a big first down for the Tigers.
That'll stop the clock as with 9.4 seconds to go in the first quarter. Montez Crow took the snap, rolled out, and like he thought he was going to run it. He pulled up and hit Chance Hill on a 22-yard stab pass at the 5-yard line.
It's going to be Carlisle. No, excuse me. Montez is going to pull it, gets inside the 5, down to the 2, fights his way down to the 1-yard line, and that'll be the last play of the first quarter.
They'll change that. Hey, I tell you what, Montez was carrying 2 or 3 Lions on his back and was everything he could do to get inside the 1-yard line. So when we start the second quarter, it'll be second down and goal to go from inside the 1.
We'll take a break. 60 seconds back to the station. Tigers leading 6-0 on Eagle Sports.
Introducing the most valuable provider, your nationally ranked WellStar West Georgia Medical Center. Ranked a top 100 large community hospital by Troup Health Analytics. Named a top 100 great community hospital by Becker's Hospital Review. Rated top 100 in medical excellence and patient safety by CareChecks. WellStar West Georgia Medical Center. Award-winning healthcare right here in LaGrange. To learn more, visit wellstar.org/WGMC. We believe in life well lived.
Hi friends, Jess Lichter here with Key of LaGrange. We're going pink this month for breast cancer awareness, and we'll be donating a portion of our sales to the Breast Friends for Life Hope for a Day campaign. So stop by and check out our selection of Kias and help support a great cause. It's fall savings times, which means the 16s, they gotta go to make room for the 17s. You can own a 16 Kia Cadenza for as little as $23,500. And you know with prices like these are not gonna last long. Come see us today or online at keyoflagrange.com to help support your local economy.
Price plus tax tag and title. Stock number 19215.
You're listening to Eagle Sports, WLAG 96.9 FM, 1240 AM, and online at eagle1023.com. Now back to more Troup Tiger football.
Welcome back. We're in the second quarter of play right now, and some announcements being made here from the booth. And again, what a great crowd on both sides. The fans here from Central do a great job of supporting their team, and across the way, just a great group of folks have caravaned from down in LaGrange and Troup County area and up here to support these Troup High School Tigers tonight. 6-0 is our score. We've got a fresh 12 minutes on the clock, and the teams are getting ready to go. And guys, Greg mentioned a minute ago, one of the guys that we all have up in the booth with very often is my spotter, Mr. Frankie Holmes. And Frankie, I tell you what, the Tigers looking really good tonight.
I tell you what, I've been up to Carrollton quite a few times, and, man, this stadium, it just makes you want to play good football.
Yeah.
You just come in, the grass looks like it's already been cut. But, I mean, it's the atmosphere, the coolness up tonight. I know Greg's getting a good shot down there, but, I think Troup's in line tonight playing good ball. Hopefully we'll have a good ending.
Well, again, we a lot of people have talked about the showdown coming next week against Cartersville, but really the only thing we're worried about tonight is another team that starts with a C, and that's Central.
You're right, and I was hoping that by this time we'd be up 14, maybe 17-0. As it turns out, it's 6-0. We're knocking on the door with second and goal from the 1 as we start the second quarter, and hopefully we can capitalize on this. But was kind of hoping we'd have this thing put away at halftime. But tell you what, kudos to Central Lions. There is no quitting these kids. They're chasing us to the sidelines. Their secondary is really taking care of it for them. So even though this is our second full drive, they're still hustling. They're giving it all they've got.
Taking a moment to recognize some of the great supporters here at Central as we're now ready to start the second quarter of play. Again, the ball right down inside the 1 just about, Greg, isn't it?
That was a TV timeout. Yes, actually the nose of the ball is sitting over the 1-yard line. So Montez was able to take that last ball and just do some crushing and running and go for crush and run. And that's stuff that goes in a dump truck. There you go.
Here comes Montez, turns around, hands it off to his tailback. He's going to dive inside. Touchdown, Tigers!
I'm looking at Khalif Thornton getting off the ground from the left guard. I'm looking at Tyreek Carlisle pulling, helping Chance Hill off the mat, and then Kenley Bridwell getting off the mat behind Keyshawn Cameron. That whole left side of the line created a hole, put it in for the Tigers. That'll be the second touchdown of the night as we begin the second quarter. Go Tigers.
What a great way. Only 11:51 left to go in the first half of play, and right now we're up another. Here comes the point after touchdown attempt. Redford steps to his left. Here comes the snap. Hold. Kick is up. And that one splits the uprights.
I tell you what.
They're kind of like a.
Keep you guessing.
Yeah, yes, exactly. I was thinking, how long are you going to take before you call this thing?
It looked like it from here. We'll take a break. It's 13-0 in favor of the Troup High School Tigers right here on Eagle Sports.
There's a secret to beating injuries or ailments. Get the right team. Emory Southern Orthopedics, well-trained, experienced doctors, nurses, and staff are that team. These teammates listen and understand your specific condition and provide high-quality hometown care that will get you back into your game. For more information about Emory Southern Orthopedics team, visit www.southernorthopedics.com.
Now back to more Troup Tiger football on Eagle Sports, WLAG 96.9 FM, 1240 AM, and online at eagle1023.com.
Welcome back to Troup High School Tiger football. We're going to be kicking off from the 40. Carson Rayford will go left to right. I mentioned earlier that Tigers select in their white tops with the navy bottoms. Central with the gray tops and the maroon, I guess kind of maroonish crimson bottoms there. Silver helmets. There's the kick. Line drive. It'll bounce and go into the end zone on the far side. They'll bring it out to the 20, and that's where Central will have it 1st and 10.
Hey, I was still looking at the ball. Actually, it was a line drive. Hit it on the 2-yard line and bounced and rolled. Tyreek Carlisle, number 18. Yeah, it was, it's one of those things. He could have, had he wanted to return it, he could have, the receiver could have come over 2 feet. But, what if it hit off his chest and went out at the 1-yard line? Yeah. Best to let that stuff go by.
You're right. So here comes Central. They'll start from the 20, which they start each time. Low snap. The quarterback's going to keep it. Going to try to turn up field. Wow, he is bent hard in the hole right there by the Tigers.
Let's see who comes off.
I think that's Nick Ligon made that initial lick right there.
Nick Ligon comes off the bottom and made the initial lick, and then he had some help with from McKean Makuta and Kobe Hudson, along with I see Quentin Kersey on that side. So they picked up 1.5. It should be second, and they're going to call it 2nd and 7. I don't know about that.
So generous 7. Those like 2 from up here. I go 8. Quarterback's all by himself in the backfield. He's going to run to the right side, kind of a wildcat formation, and it's not their best one because he's going to get wrapped up big time all the way back to the 20. He'll lose about a yard.
Nick Ligon and Jared Lane, along with Quentin Kersey, in on the stop, had busted through the line, and Ligon was just wrestling him down hard. They actually lost a yard, so now it'll be 3rd and 9, and really it should be 3rd and 8, but that's okay. They started at 20. The ball's on the 22. That would be 3rd and 8.
Here we go. Quarterback back on. It has a tailback to his right. Backs up to pass. He's got some pressure. Steps up in the pocket. He's going to be brought down, sacked back at about the 18-yard line.
Joko Willis from his outside linebacker position hit him on one side, reached out and grabbed his arm. King Makuta finished him up from the backside. That play lost 4-yard line back to the 18-yard line. Should be 4th down and 12. They're going to call it 4th and 13, but realistically, when you start on the 20 and you back it up to the 18, it should be 4th and 12, as the punter will stand on the 4-yard line.
Your math powers are amazing, Greg.
It's that new math, guys.
Low snap, kind of skips up to him, tosses up in there and catches it, and then punts the ball away. Loses the ball. Do we get back on it?
Central it looks like it bounced out of Chance Hill's hands, and a Central guy fell right on top of it. So they'll take over at the 46, 47-yard line.
Yes, that'll be what it is. It bounced off Chance's chest, had some traffic in front of him, but lost his concentration from there. So the ball will be at the 45, and that's where Central has a big break for them.
Well, if you're going to do something like that, you possibly can do it in a game like this. When I say like this, an 0-8 team, that you hope you're going to come out victorious, but you're not if you keep making mistakes like that. So Chance being a senior, you either let it go or step up there and leave your concentration on the football and let it go.
Here comes Central. They're going to look to swing it out. The quarterback has to run the ball up. Gets a couple of yards. Ow! He's not going to do that a whole lot in this ball game. He's hit pretty hard right as he gets to the line of scrimmage.
I'm telling you, King Makuta was putting so much pressure on him, and he took off upfield, and Joko Willis hit him with his arm. And Quentin Kersey, number 52, the right tackle on the defensive unit, absolutely popped him so hard. That's what you heard up in the booth. Kersey will waylay you when he gets a chance.
The quarterback takes the snap, fakes the handoff, going to roll out. A lot of pressure again. He's going to go down short of the 50-yard line. Right back up to the line of scrimmage he goes. They'll bring up 3rd down and 7.
Defense has stepped up again with King Makuta on the initial hit. Help from number 31 outside linebacker Kelvin Martin as well, and he'll pick up maybe a half a yard. It should be 3rd down and 7 for the Lions. So the Tigers, Coach Alba's picking them up, saying, boys, you got to stop them. Let's hold them again.
Twins to this near side, twins to the right. Single back in the backfield with the quarterback. That's number 34, Malcolm Brown. There's the snap. He's going to roll out, looks, going to throw it, complete for the first down, and gets popped out of bounds. But they did get a first down out of that one.
He knew exactly what he was doing. He ran out about 8 yards, did a quick hook. Hudson was giving him just a tad too much room, a little bit soft, and Coach G's walking out shaking his head, said, man, you got to play a little tighter. Don't give that first down up. So it'll be another first down for the Central Lions.
It's something you and I have talked about really all season long is the quarterback's going to hand the ball off in the line. They're going to try to get to the outside, get to the 40, going to bring him down. Back at the line of scrimmage, he actually lost yardage. He got up the field a little bit, came back, and we get him right down at the – I guess they'll give him a yard out of that one.
Hey, give kudos to senior Ken Truitt as he absolutely played excellent technique that time, took his wide out, moved him out of the way, jumped in, made a great in-space tackle. That takes good skill level on a back like that guy there to make that kind of play in open field.
Schulenberg, the quarterback, once again from the shotgun set, has it back to his left. That plays will be whistled dead. And a timeout called by Central. Timeout's called by Central. 7:48 left to go in the first half of play. 13-0 is your score. Let's take a break. You're listening to Troup High School Tiger Football on Eagle Sports.
Deciding to sell or buy a home is a big step. To make sure it's the step in the right direction, choose the person best qualified to handle your real estate needs. Joel and Rob Upchurch have been breaking sales records every year since 1997. They truly are the real estate leaders in West Georgia. So take a step in the right direction. Contact Joel or Rob Upchurch at RE/MAX Results because they are dedicated to results and converting transactions into relationships.
You're listening to Eagle Sports, WLAG 96.9 FM, 1240 AM, and online at eagle1023.com. Now back to more Troup Tiger football.
Welcome back to Troup High School Tiger football. 7:48 left to go in the first half. 13-0 your score. Tigers leading, but right now Central driving the ball there across the 50 down to about the 40-yard line, actually 41-yard line of the Troup High School Tigers. So they're coming in a little bit. And it looks like everybody's ready to go. Low snap by the quarterback. He's going to shuttle it up the field and almost lose it. Ooh. Wow! We just bring him down in a big way right across the middle of the field. We'll try to get the number on that one.
I tell you, King Makuta set him up, and Kevin Martin, number 11, finished him off. King's having a good first half tonight. He and Joko both, but I've called both their names. But I tell you what.
Martin laid him out.
Yes, Kevin Martin came in and just King Makuta set him up, and Martin laid him out. You're right, Jack.
They tried just a little middle screen, just a little shuttle pass up the middle, and we read it really well. Schulenberg, the quarterback, going to back up to pass, back on the other side of the 50, throws it down across the middle of the field, bobbled, knocked up in the air. 3 Tigers there. We almost came away with an interception. Good coverage back there for the Tigers by Jack Schweitzer.
Jack Schweitzer had his hands on it. He made his move right at the last, reached up, grabbed it, and if it wasn't for the wide out slapping out of his hands, Jack may still be running. So he came away. I could see him grinning from here. So, doggone it, I almost had that.
He saw that moment.
You give credit to the wideout, though, recognizing he just kind of reached and slapped it out of Jack's hands.
Well, he becomes a defensive back right there.
That's right. So the punter's going to be on the 41-yard line. Bad snap.
Gets off. We almost get a hand on it. Maybe his best kick so far. We make the catch. They kind of grab us on a fair catch. Not really supposed to do that. So we'll get to the 12-yard line, and that's where the Tigers will take it 1st and 10.
Good job by the Tigers I keep thinking that we're going to block one of these tonight. And Dietrich Tucker He was right off. If he'd have laid out, he might have had it. He's just sizing them up because what is that, Jack? About the fourth punt?
Fourth or fifth punt so far in this contest.
It's at least the fourth, but then again, they fumbled. We fumbled earlier, what I call muffed, and they recovered it. So, and neither one of his punts been great, and even the ball getting back to him hadn't been great. I just think the Tigers see an opportunity to block a punt before the night's over.
Special teams, that important third facet that we don't want to neglect at all. Crow waits for the snap. Got it. He's going to run the option. Going to pitch the ball out to his right. Cam going to get hit. Pops pretty hard right at the 22-yard line.
And one thing about Cam Russell, guys, he'll get popped, but you saw him. He just stood him up. He just trotted outside, and he's trotting on back. So it looked good, but it wasn't that hard of a hit. So he's a good player, but I don't know if he's Superman. So I got to give kudos. Good tackle. Just it looked worse than it was.
About 5.5, almost 6-yard play there. And it's going to be Montez throwing across the middle. Complete. Is that Schweitzer? I think it is, to the 34-yard line.
Schweitzer holds on to it this time, baby. Didn't nobody get it out of his hand. He comes in on a little post from his wideout position. Nice little one step as soon as Montez Crow picked the ball up. Boom, stepped up, bow, fouled it right into him. Picked up a first down, Troup Tigers.
Twin receivers Schweitzer and Truitt going to switch places on this outside. Going to flick the ball to Russell, throw it across the middle, complete, and we spin off him. It's Truitt. Cut across the middle from his slot receiver's position, gets almost to the 50. He'll mark him at the 49-yard line.
Nice little inside post by the Tigers as Truitt from his slot position comes in and takes that pass. Gets hit initially, spins around and makes it up to the 49-yard line. Great second effort by Truitt.
Twins to the left side, man split wide to this near side. We hand the ball off again. This will be Carlisle carrying the ball, gets across the 50, down to about the 48.
One of the things that Carlisle does, we've seen him kind of juking and jiving. That time he just basically took the ball, ran north and south. Didn't really get low enough and tried to take on, big number 61 there, or 51 there, the right guard, the right defensive tackle, if you will, and kind of stood him up a little bit. But still picked up 3, should be 2nd and 7.
5:15 left to go in the first half. 13-0 your score. Tigers driving across the 50-yard line. Ball rests at the 48. Montez Crow, the quarterback, will stand, look for it. He'll have a back to his right. Twins to the left side. He's going to run the option back to this right side. Pitch it to his pitch man to the 50, 45, down to the 40. Be enough for a first down. Goes out at the 35-yard line.
They're going to mark him out at the 36-yard line, Jack. What a great pitch by Montez to his cousin, Tyreek Carlisle. Tyreek put his speed to the outside, runs it down to the 46-yard or the 36-yard line. First down, Tigers.
Greg, that's the 9th first down for these Tigers tonight.
With the exception of a errant throw here down for our touchdown, Montez Crow's really been on target tonight.
Yes, he has. Montez going to call his own number, get across the 35 down to the 34-yard line. He'll be hit there. They'll bring him down, brings up second down.
Ethan Short missed the tackle. Missed the block on the defensive tackle, and Coach Glisson's saying, come on, guys, let's go now. But Montez took it outside and picked up about 2 yards. It'll be 2nd down and 8 for the Tigers.
Tigers in the huddle. A little methodical here. Make sure they got exactly the right play to be called. 2nd down and 8. Once again, Twins to this near side. Single back to the left side. Russell stands in the backfield alongside Crow. We got some movement in the line against us.
I think Ethan Short, the right tackle, probably still had Coach Glisson in his ear and kind of picked up. Maybe he didn't hear the call
snap
signal.
Count, yeah.
And I don't know that we call it a snap count anymore because it's more of a call signal. It's what you motion, you go on motion, you watch the center. When you and I was in school, it was hey, hut, hut, hut. Now it's a slap of the hand and you just go with it.
Hut 1, hut 2. So Crow will call for it again. Going to fake the handoff, fake the pass. Now he's going to run the ball. Got some running room across the original line of scrimmage down to the 50. So it's really about a 7-yard play, Greg, that gets us to the 30.
I tell you what, the play is designed, obviously, an RPO run-pass option, and Montez saw that he had an opportunity to come outside. Well, Hudson, he was going to stalk block, but one of the options he has is to come up, act like he's going to stalk block, and then go on a go route and get behind him, giving Montez an option that if he wanted to stop right before he crossed the line of scrimmage and toss it out, and that was wide open for Hudson, it would have been a touchdown. So I'm sure the coaches noticed that.
And Crow's going to carry out the fake. He's going to hand the ball up going around the right side. We're going to be just short of the first down. Had to get to the 25-yard line. We're going to be to the 26 instead.
They're going to mark him down at the 27, so it'll be 4th and 2. Now, 27, 37, 43 yard. Do you try it? No, the Tigers are going to go for it.
No, I'm right on target with this. Crow takes it, hands the ball off to his tailback. Carlisle going to bang across the 25. He'll get the first down right there for the Tigers.
Tell you what, right behind Ethan Short. So let's call a positive thing on him. Ethan,
hey, boy,
made a great block and sprang Carlisle for 3 yards. It'll move him just across the 25-yard line, 24.5, just enough for the first down. And Tigers on the march again.
2:30 left to go in this first half. Really like the ball control we've had in this ball game too, Greg. The Tigers have been on the field. The offense has been on the field most of the time, moving the ball very methodically down the field.
You know, they may do it now that we're talking about it, but we've yet to do any kind of long go route pass where it's beyond 15 yards in our pass.
Carlisle gets the call. He gets across the 25. They're going to mark him down at the, we'll call it the 23.
They're just trying to see what they can create inside. Had a little trap going on. Brandon Turner got mixed up with his guy, and we had was trying to get Keyshawn Cameron to pull. Keyshawn was able to pull, but good kudos to Central Lions as they had a little pinch stunt going where the two tackles on either side of the nose tackle slanted in and just really just screwed up our trap play.
Sometimes the right play is called at the wrong time. Carlisle takes the fake. It's going to be thrown down in there, complete to number 35 for the Tigers. Bridwell, so happy to see him get that catch right there. Touchdown, Tigers.
Bridwell lined up in the slot, just simply takes a step inside. Montez Crow hits him at about the 8-yard mark, and he darts 14, 15 yards into the end zone. Touchdown, Tigers. Good job, Kenley Bridwell. Last week he had trouble holding on to the ball. I think they worked at that during practice.
Maybe.
Touchdown, Tigers.
What's also really cool, Greg, is that he did miss that, I think, 3 times last week, that almost exact play. And for the coaches to go back to him, give them that opportunity is pretty big.
I'll help him out. That's good.
That one goes through there. And
I get impatient with these refs.
The synchronicity of the refs works that time. So our score right now with 1:25 left to go in the first half of play, 20-0 right here on Eagle Sports.
Calling all area coaches. Calling all area coaches, high school coaches, travel ball coaches, and more. Mud Creek Team Sales is now selling sporting goods like Wilson, DeMarini, Louisville Slugger, Rollins, and Russell for travel teams, football, baseball, basketball, soccer, and more. For more information, call Mud Creek Team Sales today at 706-884-5592. Call Coach Jeter or Greg Hicks. Calling all area coaches. Mud Creek Team Sales with all your sporting goods. Wilson, DeMarini, Louisville Slugger, Rollins, and Russell. Mud Creek Team Sales, a proud sponsor of today's game.
The action continues now with more Troup Tiger football on Eagle Sports, WLAG 96.9 FM, 1240 AM, and online at eagle1023.com.
Welcome back as the Tigers will kick the ball off. It'll be kicked into the end zone once more, and they'll bring it out to the 20, as they've done every time so far in this contest.
Well, that was his best kick of the night. A few of them have been line drives, and the last one bounced through the end zone. This one was more than halfway deep into the end zone, had some good hang time, and that's what Coach D and I were talking about, as long as his dad, Mike Rayford, talking about some of the things that Carson could work on, and one of them was getting the distance as well as the hang time.
Yep. Twins left and right. Actually trips to the right side. Low snap. Quarterback's going to throw it out. Then it's going to bounce to the receiver and go out of bounds.
I'm going to tell you something, guys. The reason that bounce to the receiver is that King Makuta had his hand on his face mask, and he really drove hard. He's on the outside. They had him in a 3-stance position instead of his outside linebacker, and they put him down at the basically defensive end like he is now, and he just came through that line, and the quarterback said, let me get rid of this ball.
Quickly. Quarterback going to hand the ball to his tailback, who's going to be hit at the line of scrimmage. We'll wrap him up after a gain of, they'll give him about 3.5. We'll call it 2nd and 7.
Joko Willis on the initial stick, and then Quentin Kersey, along with Jared Lane, kind of finished him off. So the Tigers working in unison tonight. Timeout, Tigers.
They take a timeout. We'll take one as well. 30 seconds back to the station right here on Eagle Sports.
Tara, are you okay?
Yes, I can't believe you found me. I have car trouble, and there you are.
Yeah, that's State Farm's 24/7 access.
It's like we have this mental telepathy, you know?
Well, you did start filing your claim with your mobile device. You can access State Farm on your phone, online, even in person at one of the 18,000 neighborhood
State Farm offices! you see? Mental telepathy.
State Farm is there for you anytime, anywhere. Get to a better state. State Farm.
Connect telepathically with Agent Matt Orr on the square in downtown LaGrange.
Now back to the field for more Troup Tiger football on Eagle Sports, WLAG 96.9 FM, 1240 AM, and online at eagle1023.com.
Welcome back. We've got 33 seconds left to go in this first half of play. Here comes Central. Quarterback's going to quickly hand the ball off in the line of scrimmage. He's going to get a little surge across the 25 to the 26-yard line, unless someone calls a timeout, which they do. And it's going to be, is it the Tigers calling timeout?
Well, you know, they've got they had 2 timeouts left, and there's 26 seconds left in the second quarter. It's going to be 4th down and 5. Why not, or 4th and 6? Why not call a timeout? I think it's more like 4th and 5. Why not call a timeout, make the Central Lions decide, are they going to run the ball, they're going to punt the ball, give us another shot at the end zone.
Well, all right, let's see what happens here.
And don't forget, we deferred, so we'll pick up the ball first in the second half.
That's a great point, Greg.
You know, I'm down here with the TV reporter, cameraman from WRBL, TV 3 out of Columbus, Georgia. You guys tune in tonight. Give a little shout-out to these guys. They came all the way to Carrollton to cover your Tigers, so you guys watch the 11 o'clock news. I'm sure they'll have some footage, and, you know, maybe if I make friends with him, he'll put me on the, you know, he kind of shoot me
No, they want the viewership to continue, so probably won't have you on tonight. You do have that face for radio, Greg.
Only a face for radio.
Yep. High snap. He gets it off. Well, you're right. But there is a flag on the play. It'll bounce down, take a Central bounce down to the 35, 32. But we'll have to see what this flag is back here around the 20.
It's, you know, it could be offsides Tigers because Dietrich Tucker was almost blocking it. You know, I've said it all first half, but, you know,
it's against them.
There's motion against the Lions. And, you know, hey, that's good, but you know what? It's also bad because if we have an opportunity to decline it, we need to decline it. Otherwise, we just took 13 seconds off the clock.
Yep.
And it's feasible that Coach G's going to call his last and final timeout. But if they punt it again, it's conceivable that they'll take off another 10 or 12 seconds.
30 seconds back to the station really quick. 13 seconds left to go in this first half. 20-0 on Eagle Sports.
Introducing the most valuable provider, your nationally ranked WellStar West Georgia Medical Center. Ranked a top 100 large community hospital by Troup Health Analytics. Named a top 100 great community hospital by Becker's Hospital Review. Rated top 100 in medical excellence and patient safety by CareChecks. WellStar West Georgia Medical Center. Award-winning healthcare right here in LaGrange. To learn more, visit wellstar.org/WGMC. We believe in life well lived.
You're listening to Eagle Sports, WLAG 96.9 FM, 1240 AM, and online at eagle1023.com. Now back to the field for more Troup Tiger football.
Welcome back to Troup High School Tiger football. Here they go, getting ready to punt the ball away. He'll stand back at about the 5-yard
fumble.
Low snap. He gets the ball away. He's going to be caught at the 45-yard line, and the clock continues to tick down to 6 seconds.
Yeah. All right, now, you know, we talked all year. Typical average seconds per play is 6 seconds. So basically, guys, with the ball resting at midfield or at the 47-yard line, you got to assume that the Tigers are going to go ahead and take it to the end zone this time.
Very possible.
I mean, otherwise you'll throw a quick out and run about 4 seconds off the clock, maybe pick up 12, 14 yards at best, get out of bounds. But then you ask yourself, have I really gained Carson Rayford an opportunity to kick a field goal? I don't even know if he can kick it that far if we pick up 14 yards because you got to have at least a half a second on the clock to allow that to happen, and you got to get out of bounds.
No timeout. So I want to get to the 30.
So it's kind of odd. What are we doing here? So Carson is going to kick off. What is this going on?
That field goal.
What's
a new rule?
No, this is a kickoff setup. So I guess we're going with a free kick. I'm a little confused here. Greg, maybe you can get this figured out.
So Schweisser's giving me he said in high school you're allowed to use a tee. You get a free kick after a fair catch on a punt. So if he goes through the upright, this will be 3 points, guys.
So Carson's going to step up. And there's the kick. It goes all the way down.
He had the leg. It was off.
He gets it through. It's no good off the left side. And that'll be the end. That's the new one on me.
Wow, I like that, though. I tell you, that was exciting. All the fans over here thought it was good. Unfortunately, I'm down here on the 10-yard line, and I could see it wide left. But, wow, he could have kicked it another 10 yards because it would have been through the uprights for sure.
Missed field goal on a free kick. That's a new one on me. Didn't know about that. We're going to finish out our spots here in the second quarter. We're going to go into our halftime set. We'll listen to a little bit of the Troup High School band. We'll be joined by head band director Johnny Hurd. Talk about that program when we come back. But right now the Tigers are leading 20-0 here at Central right here on Eagle Sports.
In 1916, Auto Owners Insurance teamed up with local independent agents so customers could get fast, friendly, local service. Bravo! It worked so well, we decided to keep it that way. And 100 years later, we still do things the same way by teaming up with local independent agents who deliver quality, personal service. Some might call that old school. But then again, maybe everything old is new again. Kind of refreshing, isn't it?
Mallory Agency at MalloryAgency.com. For all your insurance needs, it's the Mallory Agency.
Have you gotten your flu shot? Now is the time. Holmes Pharmacy is the place to get your flu shot. And if you have insurance, it could be free. So don't wait. Drive right up to Holmes Pharmacy and get your flu shot today at Commerce Avenue in LaGrange or in Hamilton. And if your doctor feels you need a high-dose flu shot, Holmes Pharmacy has you covered.
Hi, I'm Perry Prather, pharmacist at Holmes Pharmacy. So drop by Commerce Avenue in LaGrange, Georgia. We have your flu shot ready. So come see me or any of my fine staff at Holmes Pharmacy today.
There's a secret to beating injuries or ailments. Get the right team. Emory Southern Orthopedics, well-trained, experienced doctors, nurses, and staff are that team. These teammates listen and understand your specific condition and provide high-quality hometown care that will get you back into your game. For more information about Emory Southern Orthopedics team, visit www.southernorthopedics.com.
Hi friends, Jess Lichter here with Key of LaGrange. We're going pink this month for breast cancer awareness, and we'll be donating a portion of our sales to the Breast Friends for Life Hope for a Day campaign. So stop by and check out our selection of Kias and help support a great cause. It's fall savings times, which means the 16s, they gotta go to make room for the 17s. You can own a 16 Kia Cadenza for as little as $23,500. And you know with prices like these are not gonna last long. Come see us today or online at keyoflagrange.com to help support your local economy.
Price, tax tag, and title. Stock number 19215.
You're listening to Eagle Sports, WLAG 96.9 FM, 1240 AM, and online at eagle1023.com. Now back to more Troup Tiger football.
Welcome back to Troup High School Tiger football. The band's on the field, and we're going to be joined by Johnny Hurd in a few minutes, but I'm going to cut off everything inside the booth right now because he's watching the band play and he's making comments, so I don't want the band parents to hear that. So we're going to listen to the band for just a little bit, and we'll come right back with Johnny Hurd.
Just in case you didn't. Oh man, get back in here. Yeah. Where'd you get that at?
Welcome back to Troup High School Tiger football. Having a lot of fun with the folks up here in the booth. I tell you, it is a great atmosphere at Central. They got a great group of folks that work behind the scenes to bring everything to the folks here in the stands. And some of the cookie crack that they have here at the booth. Actually, Greg, they found a couple of pieces for me, so I'm a happy man. Greg is very happy for me. He's eating something across the way. We're going to listen to the band for just a little bit more, and then we'll bring in the band director of the Troup High School Tiger Marching Band, Johnny Hurd. on the field is the Tiger Marching Band. We're going to take a quick break. When we come back, we'll have Johnny Hurd on with us as we are celebrating high school football right here on Eagle Sports.
LaGrange Equipment and Tool Rental has all the tools and equipment handymen and contractors need in our area. And if you're planning a wedding, party, tailgate, reunion, or corporate event, LaGrange Equipment and Tool Rental has you covered. Like them on Facebook and see all the particulars they offer. Plus, they're open Monday through Saturday. LaGrange Equipment and Tool Rental, Greenville Street, LaGrange, next to CVS Pharmacy. Phone 706-882-8665. That's 706-882-8665. LaGrange Equipment and Tool Rental.
Introducing the most valuable provider, your nationally ranked WellStar West Georgia Medical Center. Ranked a top 100 large community hospital by Troup Health Analytics. Named a top 100 great community hospital by Becker's Hospital Review. Rated top 100 in medical excellence and patient safety by CareChecks. WellStar West Georgia Medical Center. Award-winning healthcare right here in LaGrange. To learn more, visit wellstar.org/WGMC. We believe in life well lived.
Good food. Where do you find it? Because when you spend your hard-earned money, you want good food. So the place you'll find that good food is at Rogers Barbecue on New Franklin Road in LaGrange, where they only serve American-grown catfish, barbecue cooked to perfection, and with all the fixings to make it worth every penny. Rogers Barbecue is locally owned and run with care since 1945. Come eat with us Monday through Saturday from 11 to 9, or use our carry-out window. Rogers Barbecue, New Franklin Road, LaGrange. Deciding to sell or buy a home is a big step. To make sure it's the step in the right direction, choose the person best qualified to handle your real estate needs. Joel and Rob Upchurch have been breaking sales records every year since 1997. They truly are the real estate leaders in West Georgia. So take a step in the right direction. Contact Joel or Rob Upchurch at RE/MAX Results, because they are dedicated to results and converting transactions into relationships.
State Farm, this is Gwen.
Salutations, Gwen. I have car insurance, but I want to protect the rest of the stuff in my apartment. Some of my action figures were ruined recently.
We can add a renter's policy. For the cost of one action figure, we can protect your entire army of action figures against fire, theft, burst pipes.
Great! You have no idea how hard it is untangling wet alien hair.
Add renter's insurance to your auto policy and get to a better state. State Farm.
For a money-saving way to protect your possessions, call Agent Matt Orr on the square in downtown LaGrange.
Now back to more Troup Tiger football on Eagle Sports, WLAG 96.9 FM, 1240 AM, and online at eagle1023.com.
Welcome back to Troup High School Tiger football, and our thanks to our friend Kathy Kirby, who was a big supporter of the band. She's actually listening to the broadcast, and we had the mic in front of some folks that were enjoying the game out in front of us, and she couldn't hear the band well enough. She asked us to move the mic so she could hear it better. So
awesome, Kathy. Thank you.
It's great to have that support, and Johnny, it's really nice. It's a great crowd across the way, and a lot of parents of the football team, the ones that support them, but you've got incredible band parents as well.
Oh man, a big chunk of that crew over there are band parents. They've been there for us every step of the way. They've been there as soon as school was out this afternoon, helping us get fed. Thanks to Teva Road Baptist for feeding us this afternoon.
Awesome.
Also, the band parents were out there helping us get loaded up, making sure that we were all set and ready to go, chaperoning the buses, making sure that we're ready to get in, making sure we got plumes, water. I mean, they've just done a fantastic job.
Well, we talk about the team, we talk about the things that go on the field, but there's so much that goes on to get a ball game ready. As the Tiger Fight song is being played as they're making their way off the field. And, just like in football, injury, somebody being down, somebody not being where you need them, can affect how a ball game goes, how a contest goes, and really you're kind of down tonight with a few not as many trumpets as we usually see on the field for you.
Yeah, we've got a little bit of stomach bug, I think, going through the band, and we got the three Musketeers out there tonight. We're down to just three tonight. Oh my goodness, I haven't had that, but I've heard all three of them play in all 9 minutes of that show, and I'm really happy that they pulled through. We hope the guys that are back home, if they're listening, that they're getting better, that they're getting nice and recuperated. Lost a lot of kids tonight to sickness, and I really hate that, because this is a fun night to be out and watching some band and watching some football.
Well, and this is a great band we're about to hear. Actually, both the Central band and also the Carroll band, two of the premier programs in the state, and they're about to put on their show. But I think people don't really realize what the trumpets are really one of the most powerful instruments to carry a band in a marching situation.
Oh, absolutely. It's the singer of the marching band. It's the melody a lot of the times, and so when you don't have that top in there, it's kind of like you're listening to the backing track a lot of times.
Well, that's when we saxophones have to step up,
right.
you know?
Well, I've got a rock and saxophone section, and really blessed with that. Actually got great players all the way. I've got the best flute section I've ever had, all the way down through all the winds and percussion. Got a great color guard and auxiliaries. My staff that I've got this year, really great group of kids. I call them kids because they're all younger than me.
Well, they're still kids.
That's right.
But right now we're getting ready for the Carrollton band to step on. Now, have y'all finished your competition season? Have y'all got any more competitions y'all going to?
We are down to one rehearsal before the game each week now. We're on easy time, but it looks like we keep playing like this. We might be playing for a while.
Yeah, and that's an exciting thing. You know, we've got to the ball game tonight. Next week we'll be traveling up to Cartersville. That's going to be a logistic fun for you to get everybody up, 2 hours away.
Yeah, just getting buses for an event like that, making sure that we can get them there in time and have them fed is quite a feat.
Yep. So there's that trip. And then we get to come back. We are already assured of hosting a home game, which has been almost 15 years, I think, since that's taken place. So that's super exciting is what we got coming up in a couple of weeks.
Well, it's great for us on all fronts. The band loves to be playing at home. We love the big crowd. And I know that we really like having that gate. That helps out a lot, too. But looking ahead after that, second round could be quite a haul.
Yep, it could be, but it also depends how everything airs out. And wow, the brass section showed up for them tonight.
Love it, somewhere over the rainbow.
There's a few more trumpets than three down there, I think.
I was talking to their announcer moments ago, and they have well over 30 seniors graduating in the Central Band today, this year.
They do travel well as well. We're going to take a break. We come back. There's still lots to talk about as we get ready to bring you the second half of play. Right here, we're at halftime. The Tigers are leading 20-0 on Eagle Sports.
Have you gotten your flu shot? Now is the time. Holmes Pharmacy is the place to get your flu shot. And if you have insurance, it could be free. So don't wait. Drive right up to Holmes Pharmacy and get your flu shot today at Commerce Avenue in LaGrange or in Hamilton. And if your doctor feels you need a high-dose flu shot, Holmes Pharmacy has you covered.
Hi, I'm Perry Prather, pharmacist at Holmes Pharmacy. So drop by Commerce Avenue in LaGrange, Georgia. We have your flu shot ready. So come see me or any of my fine staff at Holmes Pharmacy today.
Deciding to sell or buy a home is a big step. To make sure it's the step in the right direction, choose the person best qualified to handle your real estate needs. Joel and Rob Upchurch have been breaking sales records every year since 1997. They truly are the real estate leaders in West Georgia. So take a step in the right direction. Contact Joel or Rob Upchurch at RE/MAX Results because they are dedicated to results and converting transactions into relationships.
Hi, friends. Jess Lichter here with Key of LaGrange. We're going pink this month for breast cancer awareness, and we'll be donating a portion of our sales to the Breast Friends for Life Hope for a Day campaign. So stop by and check out our selection of Kias and help support a great cause. It's fall savings times, which means the 16s, they gotta go to make room for the 17s. You can own a 16 Kia Cadenza for as little as $23,500. And you know, with prices like these are not gonna last long, come see us today or online at keyoflagrange.com to help support your local economy.
Price plus tax tag and title. Stock number 19215. There's a secret to beating injuries or ailments. Get the right team. Emory Southern Orthopedics, well-trained, experienced doctors, nurses, and staff are that team. These teammates listen and understand your specific condition and provide high-quality hometown care that will get you back into your game. For more information about Emory Southern Orthopedics team, visit www.southernorthopedics.com.
You're listening to Eagle Sports, WLAG 96.9 FM, 1240 AM, and online at eagle1023.com. Now back to more Troup Tiger football.
Tremendous job by the band here at Central. Their color guard all over the field. Just a great number of players that are participating in this, and a wonderful job with Somewhere Over the Rainbow that they played just a minute ago. We'll give you some scores from around the area. First of all, let's go to AA. The Kelly Cavaliers right now. They're leading 22-0 over Spencer. Greg, I don't know if you still have your ears on, but right now, as they play that game, if they can get a win there, that will be the coach down there at Callaway. That'll be his 100th victory for his program.
Well,
that's really exciting.
I tell you right now, they're winning. I'm way up in the stands, guys. I'm here talking to Mike Munkus. You know, Mike's been around for years, and we've been talking football. A lot of the fans have come down. We just talking about, hey, what's this free kick play? And so we're learning a little bit. You know, Mike's been around for years. He kind of, that's something new. But Pete Wiggins has been over at Callaway for what? This is his 12th or 13th year.
Yep.
And we talked again. I go back to Virginia Tech coach Beamer the other night at the Gridiron Club. He says, give the coach some time, give him some consistency, give him some staff he can work with through the years, and invariably he'll put together your program. And he went back and he talked about all the coaches at the collegiate level and NFL level that had been fired after 2 or 3 years, and the coaches who have that's been there seems like for years and years and years, and some of the trials and tribulations that they had gone through. And then he says, now look at what they've achieved. A few national championships, a few Super Bowls, several wins, divisional conference wins. So, the idea is give it there. And that's what Pete Wiggins has got over at Callaway. And I foresee the same thing happening here at Troup. As long as Tanner Glisson can bring the staff he wants in, keep the staff he's got, hopefully that it can stay together for several years, kind of like it did for LaGrange and when Steve Pardue was over there. They had a consistent staff for several years and was able to get kids in there. I said that wrong, Mike. I'm just joking, guys. That was a joke. Was able to get kids in there, and they wanted to win. They won 3 state championships, so we hope that'll happen over here. And, Callaway this year has got as good a chance as any by taking it deep and possibly even winning a state championship, because it looks like they're well on their way to winning yet another region championship for Coach Pete Wiggins.
Let's take a look at a couple other scores from around the area. Of course, the Tigers leading 20-0 here. Chapel Hill and LaGrange, they played last night. Chapel Hill comes away with a victory, 26-24. The Grangers were in that ball game all night long, just a couple of ways that the ball didn't bounce quite their way. Sandy Creek and Cedartown tonight. Cedartown, which gave the Tigers such a tough time last week. They're trailing right now, Sandy Creek 14-0. I believe they're playing up in Tyrone. At Sandy Creek, so that'll be a good hard-fought ball game as two teams very much vying for a place in the playoffs. Sandy Creek has the opportunity to look at third. As we go off into a
high school coaches,
commercial break there. If you're still in the streaming, we're going to keep on talking for just a second. But again, just looking again at the scores. No score in Cleveland and Chicago as they're in the third game of the World Series there. Sandy Creek and Cedartown 14-0 as we mentioned. Troup leading 20-0, and Chapel Hill defeated last night LaGrange 26-24.
And let everybody know, Jack, Cartersville is off this week.
Yes, they are, because they needed to get ready for us.
And we were talking down here. Some of the parents and fans were all gathering around. We were just having a good old time when the bands were playing, and we was talking about, hey, the Cartersville coaches are down here. I said, normally they come over on the visitor side, and several of the fans said, well, yeah, if they were, we'd be standing up in front of where they couldn't see anything. So they must not be over here.
That's pretty good. Let's go ahead and take let's see, I'm trying to listen to see if we've come back from our break. There we go. We're coming back from the radio side. Had a little bit of problem there as the bands are down the field. Right now they've got a C that they have decorated the field with by using the band members. The color guard down there. Again, it's senior night for them. They've done a tremendous job tonight. They have a great band here at Central. We're going to take about 60 seconds back to the station. We'll come back. We'll get you ready for the second half of play as the Tigers are leading 20-0 right here on Eagle Sports.
Russ Brown, owner of LaGrange Equipment and Tool Rental, has all the tools and equipment handymen and contractors need in our area. And if you're planning a wedding, party, tailgate, reunion, or corporate event, LaGrange Equipment and Tool Rental has you covered. Like them on Facebook and see all the particulars they offer. Plus, they're open Monday through Saturday. LaGrange Equipment and Tool Rental, Greenville Street, LaGrange, next to CVS Pharmacy. Phone 706-882-8665. That's 706-882-8665. LaGrange Equipment and Tool Rental.
When a football team ends up with 12 men on the field, it means somebody forgot to double check. And when you end up paying more for your car insurance than you need, it could also mean somebody forgot to double check. That's why State Farm will do a free discount double check by going through your policies to make sure you're getting all the discounts you deserve. Because those discounts mean big league savings. It pays to double check. Call your State Farm agent, Matt Orr, on the square in downtown LaGrange.
Now back to the field for more Troup Tiger football on Eagle Sports, WLAG 96.9 FM, 1240 AM, and online at eagle1023.com.
Welcome back to Troup High School Tiger football. Right now the Tigers are leading at halftime 20-0. We've just had a great presentation by the Central Band, our own Troup High School Tiger Marching Band, doing a wonderful job there. As Johnny mentioned, they're down to just doing a little work the day before game, and then they're able to step out and put that show on the field. They did a great job tonight. Their competitions are over for right now. But as they're looking down the road, we're all very excited about what can happen going forward in the playoffs. But, of course, right now we've got to continue to take care of business tonight as the Tigers are facing Central. It's 20-0, but we do have halftime still to play. Going over to Greg, and Greg is right in and amongst all the fans. And,
yeah, we're having a good time over here, guys. I tell you, we're just talking football, talking, the situations of what will happen if, we're talking about Chapel Hill last night playing LaGrange, and how we've met the kid at Chapel Hill, and he's 6'1", and he's aggressive, and he's all over the place. And we had our struggles trying to contain him. Of course, we all know 2 weeks ago with Perry at LaGrange, we definitely had our struggles containing him. It was late in the ball game. We finally kind of figured him out and was able to corral him a little bit. Well, guess what, Jack? We went up with about 4 weeks ago now, and watched Cartersville and LaGrange play. And Trevor Lawrence, that 6'5", number 1 rated quarterback in the nation right now as a junior. And everybody wants him, but I believe Clemson's doing the better job at serenading him right now. And but I saw him a couple of naked boots and hit the hash lines, and he's gone. One of them, he actually changed directions a couple of times and dove in the corner of the end zone. Very athletic, and for his size, he's somewhat elusive. So the Tigers were going to have yet another challenge on their hands with that quarterback next week.
Yes, they are, Greg, and I've seen them rise to so many challenges this year. Kind of whatever adversity they've been faced with, they find a way to overcome and get the job done. So we know that they're going to work to do that as well as they get ready for that big ball game. But again, the big ball game for us tonight is this one, as we're leading 20-0 here at halftime. We're going to step away for 30 more seconds. When we come back, we'll have kickoff live here from the Lion Valley here in Carrollton, right here on Eagle Sports.
Introducing the most valuable provider, your nationally ranked WellStar West Georgia Medical Center. Ranked a top 100 large community hospital by Troup Health Analytics. Named a top 100 great community hospital by Becker's Hospital Review. Rated top 100 in medical excellence and patient safety by CareChecks. WellStar West Georgia Medical Center. Award-winning healthcare right here in LaGrange. To learn more, visit wellstar.org/WGMC. We believe in life well lived.
You're listening to Eagle Sports, WLAG 96.9 FM, 1240 AM, and online at eagle1023.com. Now back to the field for more Troup Tiger football.
Welcome back to Troup High School Tiger football as the teams are coming back onto their sidelines respectively after a great halftime show. Again, the Troup High School Tiger marching band, even with only 3 trumpets on the field, doing a great job tonight. There's some guys out with sickness, but I tell you, looking at that Carrollton band, their seniors really leading the way. I think 30 seniors he mentioned that were going to be stepping off this year. They're just the Central Band is a really, really powerful group of musicians, and you feel it in your heart when they're playing, Frankie, and it's exciting to hear a group of kids play that loud.
Coming off the field, it ain't just football players that's got the
camaraderie.
Hey, watch those big words now.
Yeah, really.
He's got that word of the day thesaurus up here. So,
but they were coming off the field high-fiving each other, and that was really cool. You don't see that. They usually separate their ways, but that's pretty neat to see coming off the field by the band.
Great sportsmanship by these two groups. You're exactly right. Tigers making the way on the field. They will be receiving to start the second half of play.
I was asking Brandon Barrington, I said, give me the scoop. Tell me what the guys are going to do second half. What's the game plan? And by the time Coach Arrington chimed in, he said, run that rock. So, I don't think they're planning on showing Cartersville because, the coaches are here any more than any film that they hadn't already seen so far. And, of course, a free kick is a free kick. But, we know we can go deep. We know we've got plays downfield. We know we got some different option plays that we can run, some wheel route plays and some different things that we put on at Sandy Creek. And I'm sure they're smart enough to go get all the film they want. They're just not going to give them anything fresh or new this week. So expect the same type of function in the second half that we had in the first half, simply ground and pound and a few little inside slant passes.
Here we go. Their kicker steps to the left. The first time we've seen him kick off tonight, as they have no score, 20-0 right now. A step up, kick the ball off, kind of a line drive knuckler, bounces up right at the 15. We take it to the 20, 25, 30. They find a seam at the 40, cutting back to the left, 50, 45, 40. It's a foot race there, 30, 20, 10, 5. Touchdown, Tigers!
Kobe Hudson takes the ball on a bounce, picks it up, runs 77 yards up the middle, over the side, and could not be caught. It was to the house. Touchdown, Tigers and Kobe Hudson.
Well, you can scout that all you want to. You can have as many cameras on that and have as many coaches look at that. When you see a guy like that, that's just a great blocking down to the initial point of contact and great vision down the field by Kobe Hudson.
Well, you know, I just said, what was the strategy? Run that rock, and that's what they did.
Took 20 seconds off the clock.
And 2 players short.
Yep, we need a few more guys out here. Play clock down to 17. I think a lot of the guys weren't really expecting to come back on the field quite that quick. Here we go.
He was over there getting a water break.
After halftime.
Here snapper.
We go. Yeah, we need him. Snap, hold, kick is up. And we wait for the two guys to look at each other. They're both going to say it's a field goal and an extra point, excuse me. So, with 11:40 left to go, the Tigers lead 32-0 right here on Eagle Sports.
There's a storm coming. We may not know its path, but your independent auto owner's insurance agent knows no matter what happens, we'll be there when you need us most. Strong through every storm. That's how it's been for our first 100 years, and how it will be for generations to come.
Mallory Agency at MalloryAgency.com. For all your insurance needs, it's the Mallory Agency.
You're listening to Eagle Sports, WLAG 96.9 FM, 1240 AM, and online at eagle1023.com. Now back to more Troup Tiger football.
Welcome back. As we're giving some shout-outs, another big shout-out to Thomas Marino, our man up here in the booth, keeping us all on the air. And if you're watching the stream, you'll be able to see that courtesy of him. There's the kickoff line drive. He's going to be taken at the 1. He steps in, but they're going to let him take it on out to the 20. And he's going to be wrapped up right at the 20-yard line. A big play by the Tigers. That's number 22 for the Tigers, bringing him down. That's going to be Tion Battle.
Joko Willis. Of course, they got 2 number 22s, I reckon. No, actually, Joko's 25.
Joko's 25.
Yeah. I'm getting older in my senile days. Oh, come on, listen, that was good.
It was good. I was drinking some Diet Coke.
I'm sorry, I didn't laugh.
I need some backup here.
I had a moment. I got some. I started the second half and had to call a kickoff return there. So
I was actually over here talking to Seth Adams and asking how his leg was. You know, he got hurt in the first half. He said he got kneed right in the thigh. You know, that could be
there's Joko.
Yeah, there's Joko. It could be a bad bruise. And, of course, I was congratulating Schweitzer on the almost interception. And, you know, the coaches saw enough confidence and wanted him to maintain those hands. And so they came right back to him on a slant pattern. And, you know, you just want to give the guys kudos. And
of course, Bridwell with a touchdown across the middle.
I congratulated Kinley. Yep.
There's the snap, low snap. They're going to hand the ball off into the line of scrimmage again. Actually, the quarterback's will keep it, go left. They'll bring him down as he crosses the 25-yard line to the 27.
Hey, good job that time by the right outside linebacker, number 31, Detrick Tucker. Wow. He came in. I saw him. He took a step out. He stayed and he bounced back in and he made the tackle. Any other quarterback, linebacker might have been, pinching down on the tackle and would have missed that block. So good technique by Tucker.
Here comes the handoff again into the line. We're going to hit him, spin him. He has the hole on the ball, but he's going to lean forward. I think they're going to give him the first down on that one, Greg.
Martin had him in the backfield, had an opportunity to get him in the backfield. Kind of had a blitz going on and kind of blitzed right by him, broke down and reached his left arm out, but kind of swooped by him. It's kind of hard when you're running so fast to make a tackle one-armed.
Again, right at the line of scrimmage, not a whole lot happening there. The flag thrown late in that play.
Well, Keem Makuta came in and just absolutely the kids over here, the players are, ooh, and Makuta stood him up, and the rest of the Tigers came in to help bring him down, and the flag's over here on the sidelines. You know,
sideline warning.
Could be. They've asked.
That's what he calls sideline warning against the Tigers.
Well,
is that Coach Glisson out on the hash mark again?
Well, no, it's Coach Copeland, J.C. Copeland's asking the kids to. They've got a yellow line back here. If you can see me, it's like, 8 yards off the foul line, which is extremely far back. But
so it's a lot deeper than normal, yep.
Yeah, so they're asking these guys to stay way back. It's hard when you're a player. You want to creep up.
You want to get close to those coaches so you have a chance to play. Hand off into the line. He'll get back to the line of scrimmage, maybe get a yard out of that one. 2nd and 9.
Jared Lane from his nose tackle position. I tell you, the Tigers' defense has just been. We talked about this past weekend on the coaches' show Saturday morning at the Kia showroom. Coach G said, Coach Mike Alba moved Jared Lane from a linebacker position down to a 3-point position, and it made a world of difference in the entire defense because it allowed you to bring Joko Willis in at outside linebacker and move Kevin Martin in at middle linebacker. And wow, what a difference that whole shift has made. Everybody has excelled.
Quarterback's going to roll to his right, going to throw the ball. Complete out in the flats at the 40. We'll bring him down there. That's going to be Ken Truitt on the coverage. Just to the 40. He's got to get to the 41 for the first down, so he'll be just short.
Ken Truitt all over. Very, very tight coverage. Was able to, he allowed, it was that pass is kind of tough to defend when it's just a little out route, a little slant out toward the sidelines. You throw it over the outside shoulder, but Truitt's all over the receiver.
We jump, but I guess don't encroach. They look back over to see what to do now. 3rd and 1 is what they're still working with. The quarterback waits for the snap. 8:43, the clock continues to tick down. Handoff, ball's on the ground. Looks like Central's going to get back on it, but they're going to lose yardage back to the 38.
The tailback simply grabbed it, fell out of his hands, and slipped and fell right down on top of it. So that'll lose several yards. It'll now be 4th down. They call it 1st and 10, but it was 4th down for
that was 4th down. Okay.
So it is now 1st down for the Tigers as they readjust the chains heading toward the north.
Wow, that's giving the Tigers that kind of field position there at the 38-yard line. That's I guess they tried to draw us off with a long snap count, but good discipline by the Tigers to keep that from happening.
I'm talking to Jay Brody Messer over here, and I asked him, I said, how's your shoulder? He says, it's good. Mama's not making me do any more push-ups, so we're good to go. There's a little
Mama's not making me do push-ups. That's awesome.
I'll share that story with you guys later.
High snap. Montez going to get it, swings it out to the right side to the 40, up to the 45, 30. Excuse me, 35, 30. Can't count.
I tell you what, good stalk block by Ken Truitt as Ken took about 3 hard drives, 3 hard steps forward, then planted, stopped, and just stalked out the corner where Chance Hill could take that little swing pass and then pick up about 15 yards, and that'll be 1st down for the Tigers on the 25-yard line of the Lions. Oh, my.
Here we go. And no Bears. Montez calls for it, takes it, hands the ball off to Truitt. Truitt hits the line of scrimmage, spins, gets to the 25. That's about the line of scrimmage. Maybe a yard out of that one. 2nd and 9.
Pardon me there, guys. 59, the defensive tackle for Central. He looks to be about 6'3", 150 pounds.
Caden Taylor.
He's a tall drink of water. He got up under Brandon Turner. Actually, he's a little heavier than that, but not much. Got up under Brandon Turner, and Brandon couldn't get down quick enough to block him, and he reaches that long arm up and grabs Tyreek Carlisle's jersey and just holds him really to no gain. So good job by that kid from Central.
Taylor is the young man's name. There's the snap. Good snap that time. Fake handoff. Thrown and batted down. Good job by the Central defender back there, number 22. That's LaMarcus Strange.
Well, he had a similar defensive play in the first half where on that little inside slant, and it was the same guy, Ken Truitt. He was able to take it off. Now could Montez on that same play earlier in the first half, was he a tad behind Truitt? Yes. Was he a tad behind Truitt that time?
There's a secret.
Had he put it out in front of him, we may be looking at another touchdown, guys.
So 3rd and 10. Here come the Tigers once again. Carlisle will be in the backfield with Crow. There's the snap. Crow going to throw it, air it out towards the end zone, and just out of the reach of his. Well, no, did he catch
Touchdown.
it? No, he did. Touchdown, Tigers!
A highlight reel for Ken Truitt. Montez Crow took one step, twisted, and threw it right over Ken Truitt's shoulder, over the cornerback's shoulder. Truitt on a parallel dive picks the ball up halfway in the end zone. And, yes, Jack, from your vantage point, it looked like he might not hold on to it. But, wow, what a fantastic catch by senior Ken Truitt for the touchdown.
Wow, that was beautiful. So here comes big play Ray. Set to attempt the point after touchdown. Snap, hold, kick is up. And the kick is good. With 7:24 left to go in this third quarter play, the Tigers leading 34-0 right here on Eagle Sports.
Good food. Where do you find it? Because when you spend your hard-earned money, you want good food. So the place you'll find that good food is at Rogers Barbecue on New Franklin Road in LaGrange, where they only serve American-grown catfish, barbecue cooked to perfection, and with all the fixings to make it worth every penny. Rogers Barbecue is locally owned and run with care since 1945. Come eat with us Monday through Saturday from 11 to 9 or use our carry-out window. Rogers Barbecue, New Franklin Road, LaGrange.
Now back to more Troup Tiger football on Eagle Sports, WLAG 96.9 FM, 1240 AM, and online at eagle1023.com.
Welcome back to Troup High School Tiger football. And the Tigers leading right now by a score of 34-0.
I'm down here with my personal security guard, Stuart Smith, and we're talking football, and I said, we're reminiscing about last year at this time for the Tigers. Look at that kick by Carson Rayford
into the end zone once again.
And we were talking about Central situation. The coach left in March, early April, similar to what we had to kind of uncover 2 years ago with Tanner Glisson. And last year we weren't very strong. We had some decent athletes, but we just needed to be coached up. And you look at Central, they've got some decent athletes. They don't look too muscular. They don't look really strong. Got a couple of heavyweights, offensive line. But, it's something that he can build on next year. So, given the same situation, maybe Central will turn their program around this next year.
Different quarterback in the backfield. This was the young man that ran the Wildcat a minute ago. He's going to hand it off to the tailback. He's going to cut back across the middle on a little trap play, inside trap play. He'll get down to that's a pretty good run. He'll get down to the 28-yard line.
Well, he took it out past right tackle, and he was able to see, I can't go outside. I'm just going to tiptoe back inside. And you're right. He's able to pick up about 7. It should be 2nd and 3.
Once they're coming back to their side, quarterback is on fake the handoff. Different quarterback in this time is number 21, Shane Bruce.
John Hadel is in at quarterback. I'm sorry. Showing my age here. San Diego Chargers, John Hadel years ago.
That's very years ago.
That's a lot of years ago.
I mean, I can go back to, Terry Bradshaw and Roger Staubach, but not a whole lot of others after that.
What about Roman Gabriel? Fumble
on the ground and see who's going to get it.
Oh,
we're going to roll to the 10, down inside the 5.
All right. Hey, I want to say number 11, Kevin Martin picks it up, makes an attempt to run it. He gets tackled from behind. The ball fumbles out. King Makuta picks it up on the 16-yard line. He takes off down the left side, and he gets tackled down at the, looks like the 7-yard line. So the Tigers will have it 1st and goal to go from the 7.
Ball all the way down there to the 7-yard line. That's where the Tigers will begin this drive from the 7. They'll break the huddle from the sideline over on the far side. Right now, 34-0, 5:55 left to go in this third quarter of play. Carlisle will stand to the left of Crow. We'll split twins to the right side.
Testing.
I got you. And it's going to be Crow going to pitch the ball to his left, and we see that spin move of Carlisle. He'll get down to the 5, actually just to the 6, so a gain of 1, 2nd and goal.
We've got the referee calling a holding penalty on the Tigers at the 10.5-yard line, and I don't know. Y'all help me out here. I may not have Tigers number 9 on my chart down here. Yeah, I do. Will Horton.
Yep.
He kind of looks over at Will and he throws a flag, and Will's over here on the right side, and he's kind of the corner. He's kind of wanting to slant in and from the backside, and that may be where the hole came from. But at any rate, that'll back the Tigers up. A pretty good piece back to the 20-yard line. So it was a 10-yard penalty. The flag was thrown at about the 10-yard line. They'll back him up just outside the 20. And should replay first down. Should be 1st down and 20.
Yeah, what's also tough, Greg, is that's
actually 1st and goal from the 20.
Your 1st and goal from the 20. You're exactly right. Crow puts the man in motion. That'll be Hudson. It's a little toss to Hudson. Hudson going to roll to his left. Looked like he was going to throw it for a second. He's going to dink and dunk, get down inside the 20, down to about we'll call it the 16.
Yeah, they were coming right at me, guys. I really thought about getting in here and staying with them, but
get out of the way, please.
I got on out of the way.
Your wife has a big birthday party tomorrow. You don't need to do anything to get yourself hurt.
Hey, the chain gang's looking at me like, that's a smart move. Get the heck out of the way. We too old for this, boys.
5:16 is the time left in the third quarter. 34-0.
Of course, I had all intention, Jack, of throwing Scott Sickler in front of me in case they did come to me.
Well, that would be impressive seeing you throw Scott Sickler, too. Twins to this near side. Man split wide right. Crow will stand behind and wait for the snap. Throw the ball, throw a corner route to the end zone, and in and out of the hands of the intended receiver down there.
They came back the identical play that they scored the touchdown earlier, and the ball was put in a good position. It might have been just maybe a yard or two further to the right, which made it a little tougher for Truitt to catch and stay in bounds. Hit off the tip of his fingers, but still an excellent route and a really a pretty good pass by Crow. So it'll be third down and goal from the 16-yard line.
Clock stops again as the ball was incomplete. The handoff into the line, down inside the 15 to the 14, 13-yard line.
I really think the intention there was to hand it a little inside trap to get Carlisle to bring the ball to the center field where I would say Carson Rayford could come on, but we're going to have Cal Foster come on. He's going to place the tee down at about the 30 or the 20, just a right on the
20-yard line. Yep.
So it'll be a 30-yard field goal for Cal Foster.
So let's see what Foster can do with this. Of course, now we'll have to see what the referees say that Foster does with this.
Let me see if I can help the referees out.
Attaboy. Snap, hold, kick, tough hold, and it just does not have enough to get there.
Well, it was wide right. Had plenty of leg. Unfortunately, it was as y'all noticed, the snap was kind of off the inside hip, and Schweitzer had to quickly grab it and bring it around. And so, everything's timing on a PAT and a field goal attempt. And I believe if the snap had been good, Foster would have made that one.
Right back up to the line of scrimmage are the folks from Central. For some scores real quick. No score in the World Series, if you're watching that. I've been following that, Cleveland and Chicago. Sandy Creek right now leading Cedartown. Cedartown's on the board, though, at the half. 14-7 is the score we have them there. Of course, the Tigers leading 34-0. Chapel Hill, we mentioned, defeated LaGrange 26-24 last night. And here come Central. They're going to go around the left side into the line. Going to get about 3 out of that, 2nd and 7.
I just got a text from my oldest son. He was involved in an accident coming up here today, and said he had a mild concussion. I want to text him back and say, oh, man, with a hard head like that, I'm surprised you got a concussion at all.
I'm sure he's listening, and he'll go, thanks, Dad, as he usually does.
I'm just proud that no one was hurt in that accident.
That's important. That's so important. Central, once again, going to hand off. Got a little hole there in the middle of the field. Wow, a big lick by the Tigers.
You had Schweitzer coming in from his free safety position to make the initial hit. But when you get a kid that runs it up the middle like that, two things have happened. The trap worked, and the defense had a stunt going that didn't work. And you don't have that many holes such as that.
Once again to the right side comes Central.
We have a flag from the back judge way back here on about the 48-yard line. So I don't know what he saw, if they had a little fisticuff going on with a wide out in the corner or what, but there's a flag way back here. Really, it's almost where there's the delay of game would be called, but I don't know why the flag's down.
Offsides against Troup is the initial signal we get from the referee.
That should be declined, and they picked up how many, what 7 or 8 for a first down?
A lot of times that's a dead ball foul.
Of course, the Central coach is coming out wanting some clarification or want him to move the football further. So there you go.
All right, so the ball rests now on the 36, 37-yard line.
He scouted Coach Glisson and want to make sure he get his time in.
Well, Coach Glisson is always going to be in the ear of a referee.
And so now Coach Glisson decided he's going to come back and argue the point, and the chain guys moved it, and Coach Glisson looked over and spotted the chains being moved, and he's like, what? So kind of hard to get anything by Glisson on the sidelines, especially from the officiating group.
No, he's going to be right on top of that, that's for sure.
He does have the energy as Coach Glisson does. He's back and forth.
Coach Glisson has tons of energy. All right, here we go.
Substitution penalty against Troup will be a 5-yard mark-off. 1st and 5.
1st and 5 is what they're going to call there. Central will hand the ball to the tailback. He's hit initially at the 38, gets down to the 40-yard line. He'll be just short of the first down. Of course, he only had 5 to go, so 2nd and 1.
He's injured. The tailback that was running on number 21, he's holding looks like his left knee, actually right knee, as it's on the ground, and he looks like he's in pain.
Yeah, he's also been playing quarterback too, Shane Bruce. Let's take a step back. Let's do 60 seconds back to the station as they take care of this young man. The Tigers are leading 34-0 here on Eagle Sports.
Deciding to sell or buy a home is a big step. To make sure it's the step in the right direction, choose the person best qualified to handle your real estate needs. Joel and Rob Upchurch have been breaking sales records every year since 1997. They truly are the real estate leaders in West Georgia. So take a step in the right direction. Contact Joel or Rob Upchurch at RE/MAX Results because they are dedicated to results and converting transactions into relationships.
Introducing the most valuable provider, your nationally ranked WellStar West Georgia Medical Center. Ranked a top 100 large community hospital by Troup Health Analytics. Named a top 100 great community hospital by Becker's Hospital Review. Rated top 100 in medical excellence and patient safety by CareChecks. WellStar West Georgia Medical Center. Award-winning healthcare right here in LaGrange. To learn more, visit wellstar.org/WGMC. We believe in life well lived.
Action continues now with more Troup Tiger football on Eagle Sports, WLAG 96.9 FM, 1240 AM, and online at eagle1023.com.
Welcome back to Troup High School Tiger football as they're bringing that young man off the field. That's a shame. He's played a whale of a ball game, so hopefully he'll be okay and be able to get back onto the field later on in this contest. 34-0 is our score, and Central right now is driving the ball. They're across the 40. But, Greg, as I'm looking down, I'm seeing a few fresher jerseys out there on the field.
That's what Stewart and I were just talking about. We got Tion Battle, number 22, coming in, and they made some pointed substitutions in here while they had their timeout, trying to get some of these younger guys some playing time.
They're going to run a sweep on the left side, and he's going to get the first down across the 42-yard line. Right, actually just exactly what he needed for a first down, so they'll move the change for him. Central with their third first down of the second half.
And I'm looking real quickly. You guys helped me out with number 80 was on the initial tackle for the Tigers, and I'm looking at my roster, and I don't see a number 80.
It's Jabrillin Gooden. And go around the left side are the Central Lions and a flag on the play.
Detrick Tucker on that tackle, and looks like we've got
holding against Central.
But it looks like Khalif Thornton is down on the mat on about the 49-yard line. So let's see what is wrong with Khalif.
They're going to check on him. Let's take 30 seconds back as they check on him for just a minute. So 30 seconds back to the station, 34-0 right here on Eagle Sports.
In 1916, Auto Owners Insurance teamed up with local independent agents so customers could get fast, friendly, local service. Bravo! It worked so well, we decided to keep it that way. And 100 years later, we still do things the same way by teaming up with local independent agents who deliver quality, personal service. Some might call that old school. But then again, maybe everything old is new again. Kind of refreshing, isn't it?
Mallory Agency at MalloryAgency.com. For all your insurance needs, it's the Mallory Agency.
Now back to the field for more Troup Tiger football on Eagle Sports, WLAG 96.9 FM, 1240 AM, and online at eagle1023.com.
They're still checking on that young man. It looks like he's going to be able to get up on his own power and walk off. That's good to see him be able to do that.
Yeah, Khalif will be all right. I'll get a check on him and give y'all some news. I was over here kind of giving kudos to Ken Truitt. He said, man, I almost had that second one. I said, yeah, off your fingertips, baby. But you like to see these guys hustling like they do now.
Well, and you are seeing a lot of guys that are still in the ball game because, Greg, we need to be ready for next week. We need to have these guys that they're not overconfident, knowing that what they can do and being able to enjoy themselves on the field is they're going to need that next week.
Well, you're right. I think and I like the way Coach G substitutes. He doesn't wholesale substitute. He just brings them in a little at a time.
Pass is complete to this near side at the 47-yard line. That'll be, of course, they did have the penalty, so that'll get them looking at probably third, and we'll call it 7.
I was just looking at 45, Gabe Hubbard, who was giving tremendous pressure to the quarterback. He's really grabbing his left arm, his left hand or wrist, and I'm going to take a look at him, see what happens this time.
Hand off into the line.
He just makes the tackle.
Yeah,
he makes the tackle.
Yeah, he jumped right back up on there. He's doing pretty well.
Maybe he was sandbagging. I need to check on him too because he was, and even now he's still favoring it. But man, he burst through that line and made that tackle. That's what I call true grit, guys. I could see his arm hanging down, but I tell you what, when you got just grit and what I call true grit, you muster it up somehow from down deep inside and you go get it.
Here they come with third down now. Quarterback on a roll to his left. steps, throws it, airs out, incomplete. Ball will hit down at the 45-yard line. They'll bring it back. It'll be 4th down.
Hit him in a great place, his hands, and just bounced right out. And number 16 for the Tigers. And if y'all get to it before I do, give me
16. You said
16 is it was a corner.
Mandarius Dix.
Mandarius Dix, you got it. He is a sophomore, one of the many sophomores that the Tigers have playing. We want to get him some corner time, and it's neat. It's one thing in practice, but I'll be watching these sophomores, especially the ones that don't get a lot of playing time.
There's the kick. And the best kick of the day, fair catch called for back at the 16-yard lines, and that's where the Tigers will have it 1st and 10. 30 seconds back to the station. Tigers leading 34-0 on Eagle Sports.
There's a secret to beating injuries or ailments. Get the right team. Emory Southern Orthopedics, well-trained, experienced doctors, nurses, and staff are that team. These teammates listen and understand your specific condition and provide high-quality hometown care that will get you back into your game. For more information about Emory Southern Orthopedics team, visit www.southernorthopedics.com.
You're listening to Eagle Sports, WLAG 96.9 FM, 1240 AM, and online at eagle1023.com. Now back to the field for more Troup Tiger football.
Welcome back. Here come the Troup High School Tiger offense back on the field again. As we started the third quarter play, second half of play, the Tigers ran it all the way back. Kobe Hudson with a 77-yard touchdown run, and then we had Ken Truitt with a big touchdown catch. So the Tiger offense really hasn't been on the field a whole lot. We had the ball, a recovered fumble, had the ball down inside the 7, and we had a Cal Foster come in and attempt a field goal. He did miss that, but made a good effort on it, actually, especially with the low snap. And now with 41 seconds left to go in the third, we have the Tigers starting with a whole new series from back deep. Actually, this may be the worst field position we've had today.
You're right, and two things. Somebody called a timeout, and they've not taken it off the board. I think the Tigers called a timeout. But I told you I was watching Mandarius Dix there, a sophomore corner who had come in as one of our subs. And I said, I'm gonna pay attention to him. And sure enough, he was backing up, backpedaling. All of a sudden, about the 12-yard mark, bam, he hit that wide out and put him on his tail. And, that's what you want to see. Some guys coming down the field not paying attention, and he's your man, knock him down and get a little bit of respect right there. So good job by Dix on that punt return setup.
That'll be fun in the film session, too. The coaches will like to point that sort of thing out. There's the snap. It's going to be Carlisle who's going to get wrapped up in the backfield. He'll get stopped short of the 20-yard line. Brings up 2nd down.
He came off right tackle. We've got some subs in there, but you got Brandon Turner and big Kobe Harry, number 74. He'll be the intentions for Harry. He's a sophomore this year. He should be your starter for the next 2 years at right tackle. And yet another timeout is called. And
actually, they're just going to end the quarter.
Just going to let the quarter roll out.
So that'll be the end of the third quarter. Your score, 34-0 as the Tigers are leading this one. We're going into the fourth with 60 seconds back to the station on Eagle Sports.
Deciding to sell or buy a home is a big step. To make sure it's a step in the right direction, choose the person best qualified to handle your real estate needs. Joel and Rob Upchurch have been breaking sales records every year since 1997. They truly are the real estate leaders in West Georgia. So take a step in the right direction. Contact Joel or Rob Upchurch at RE/MAX Results because they are dedicated to results and converting transactions into relationships. Have you gotten your flu shot? Now is the time. Holmes Pharmacy is the place to get your flu shot. And if you have insurance, it could be free. So don't wait. Drive right up to Holmes Pharmacy and get your flu shot today at Commerce Avenue in LaGrange or in Hamilton. And if your doctor feels you need a high-dose flu shot, Holmes Pharmacy has you covered.
Hi, I'm Perry Prather, pharmacist at Holmes Pharmacy. So drop by Commerce Avenue in LaGrange, Georgia. We have your flu shot ready. So come see me or any of my fine staff at Holmes Pharmacy today.
You're listening to Eagle Sports, WLAG 96.9 FM, 1240 AM, and online at eagle1023.com. Now back to more Troup Tiger football.
I got to tell you, that Carroll, the Central Carroll band is awesome. They're facing away from us, and we can feel them up here in the booth.
It's funny,
literally.
Jack. Everybody listens on the radio, and my son and his wife Megan are heading over to get the smoker. my wife a not a surprise 50th birthday party, but we're kind of excited about it tomorrow. And he said, "Yep, I'm listening." So I can't say anything and get away with it.
Nope. Can't call you a son and name. I tell you what. Illegal substitution against the Tigers there.
Who sent Dre Flag out on this play?
I don't know, but
there's a flag on the play, literally.
Yep, against Dre Flag, who came in late, just kind of sauntered onto the field like, y'all hold up.
and Coach Arrington just called somebody off, but I don't see anybody running off. But that'll move the ball back to the 14-yard line as the Tigers 2nd and 14.
Here they go. And right to the line of scrimmage to the 15-yard line, so a gain of 1.
Tell you what, 28 for the Tigers really got nailed on that time. He picked his way through 2 yards and got nailed, and a flag come flying in from the back judge, and it's like, tell me what's going on. And we're Coach T's trying to figure out, tell me what happened. Of course, Carrollton coach is going to decline it, and the referee can't really tell what happened. So we'll chalk that up from I didn't see it, so I don't know, and it's declined, and now should be not 2nd and 14, really should be 3rd and 14. And the side judge over here is telling the yard guy to change it over to dial it down to the 3rd down. So it's 3rd and 14 for the Tigers.
High snap. And we're going to be swamped in the backfield. A late flag over here at the 10. And, guys, this happens a lot in situations like that. You get some of the young players who don't have the on-the-field experience, and you just having a lot of mistakes.
Well, you notice the Tigers are up 34-0.
Looks like actually that penalty is going to be against Central.
Well, and while we're having a penalty, if you notice the clock is still running. Georgia high school rules that when you're past 30 points in the 4th quarter, if you've got a lead by 30 or more, the clock will continue to run. If you're in the 3rd quarter and you have a point lead of 30 or more, it's up to the coaches to agree that. And a lot of coaches, to save embarrassment, will not choose to run the clock in the 3rd quarter. But right now they have no choice, so that's why the clock is continuing to run. And you got a lot of young guys trying to hurry up and impress the coaches.
Hand off in the line going around the left side. Close to a first down, Greg. Let's see where they mark it.
He had to get up. That's going to be a first down. Move the change.
Young Tigers going to get a first down there. As we are in the 4th quarter of play.
I've had my little carded roster. And like I was telling Stuart, I know basically all the starters and some of the subs, but when you get this deep in the lineup, I'm sorry, guys, I don't have them on my roster. You're going to help me out upstairs.
We'll do our best. It's like standard in high definition with the glass windows in front of us. They're going to go an option to the right side. They're going to bring us down in the backfield.
Well, they're going to mark him at the 28. He got back to the line of scrimmage.
It's going to be a Demarius Burton, the ball carrier. So 2nd down with 8:45 left to go. 34-0 is our score.
Will Horton's got the kids kind of in a huddle, but 23, the quarterback. Help me out there. I want to say I know his name, and I'm sure it's right on the tip of my tongue.
Tigers break the huddle. Make their way back to the line of scrimmage. Twins to the left side. There's the snap. Handoff to the tailback going around the left side. Ball carrier is going to be number 10, Tristan Thompson. And he'll get back across the 30, about the 31-yard line.
I saw Tristan Thompson's at Rogers Barbecue yesterday. No, wait a second. He graduated a couple years ago and went to play on with LaGrange College. Wrong Tristan Thompson.
There's a couple of them out there. These guys are so excited to be out on that field. And also, congratulations to the Long King Cougars winning their little championship. They played in Tiger jerseys in the second half, Greg.
Yes, Coach, we was talking about it earlier. I'm on the sidelines talking to these guys, and a couple of them mentioned, did you see what happened down in Long King yesterday? And I said, absolutely. And the Tigers are saying, they got a chance to wear our blue jerseys, and, that's a big deal. I'm talking to Jeff Walker from the Sheriff's Department. He's one of the escorts that goes up. Coach G saw that Jeff's son was with him tonight and was over there playing with the ball boys, and he said, Jeff, is that your son? He says, yeah. He says, let's get him a jersey and let him be a ball boy. And Jeff said, no, Coach, he's just here to, hang out with me. He said, no, he's going to be a ball boy tonight. So what an impression that made on him for Coach G to get him a jersey. And he's grinning from ear to ear this whole game. I've seen him.
Another great punt by the Tigers. They punted all the way down to the 25-yard line. 30 seconds back to the station on Eagle Sports.
Introducing the most valuable provider, your nationally ranked WellStar West Georgia Medical Center. Ranked a top 100 large community hospital by Troup Health Analytics. Named a top 100 great community hospital by Becker's Hospital Review. Rated top 100 in medical excellence and patient safety by CareChecks. WellStar West Georgia Medical Center. Award-winning healthcare right here in LaGrange. To learn more, visit wellstar.org/WGMC. We believe in life well lived.
You're listening to Eagle Sports, WLAG 96.9 FM, 1240 AM, and online at eagle1023.com. Now back to more Troup Tiger football.
Welcome back. Here come the Central Lions. They've got 6 minutes and 8 seconds left to go on the clock. 34-0. They're trailing. And again, a lot of fresh jerseys out there. A lot of young folks getting some meaningful playing time out there. There's a snap, handoff to the tailback. Hit the line of scrimmage, gets to the 30. Still on his feet, gets close to a first down up across. Actually, that will be a first down across the 35-yard line.
Just looking at J. Brody Messer there, number 48. You know, he's had a significant shoulder injury for several games now. And the joke around town, around the clubhouse was, hey, Mama's got you doing push-ups. Yeah, Tara made him do about 400 push-ups one day, and he already had a sore shoulder. He wound up having a tear in his shoulder, and he's taken about 6 weeks to recoup. So we're glad to have him back, and every time I see his mama, she just hangs her head. So that's kind of funny. But, hey, number 23, Luke Purnell, I want to say he's a ninth grader, recently came into our program, and Mom and Dad joined the Touchdown Club. We're glad to have them aboard, and he's going to be something to be reckoned with. He's very mature for his young age at quarterback.
Hand off into the line, and we're going to swarm him. Bring him down to about the 32-yard line. 5 minutes left to go. 34-0 is our score.
You know, this game here, the Tigers really had an opportunity to come out and do a lot of things that they'd really wanted to. All you fans that have seen them play all year long, you know, we could have done some long post routes, maybe a few hitch and goes, and a couple of wheel routes. Just didn't do any of that stuff. Really trying to get Tyreek Carlisle in the running mix. Gave Cameron Russell a few runs to start with, a few traps and a few outside plays, and a lot of little slant routes. Oh, intercepted by 29.
And he's going to go to the end zone. 10, 5, touchdown, Tigers.
Man, I wished I knew his name, but look, going to call him 29. He's to the tip drill. When it comes in handy, it comes in handy. He the wide out tipped it, 29 grabbed it, and won about 32 yards straight in pick six, and he'll live that. He'll have that to live his memories forever and ever. Man, what a great job for the Tigers defense tonight.
Hey, Greg, that was Tyreek Carlisle's number earlier in the season, so if you can get hold of and see who that is.
I'm going to find out who he is.
Now we're going to attempt the point after touchdown. Waiting on the snapper.
I got Will Horton to come in. He's not your long snapper, but he needed to be on the field for sure.
Snap, hold, kick is up. And lots of leg, and that goes through. Kick is good. So with 3:35 left to go, 41-0 is your score right here on Eagle Sports.
Good food. Where do you find it? Because when you spend your hard-earned money, you want good food. So the place you'll find that good food is at Rogers Barbecue on New Franklin Road in LaGrange, where they only serve American-grown catfish, barbecue cooked to perfection, and with all the fixings to make it worth every penny. Rogers Barbecue is locally owned and run with care since 1945. Come eat with us Monday through Saturday from 11 to 9, or use our carry-out window. Rogers Barbecue, New Franklin Road, LaGrange.
You're listening to Eagle Sports, WLAG 96.9 FM, 1240 AM, and online at eagle1023.com. Now back to more Troup Tiger football.
Welcome back to Troup High School Tiger football. 2:44 left to go as the clock continues to tick down, 41-0. And you bet these younger Tigers want that clock to slow down to give them more opportunity to be on this field.
Alonzo Carlisle, sophomore cornerback, pick six, man. Pick six, Alonzo Ogletree. I said Carlisle. Alonzo Ogletree. And he's the first one down on a kickoff. It's amazing when you do something like that. You get so pumped, and boom, he beats everybody down on the coverage.
That's a pretty big deal right there. Alonzo Ogletree picking up that pick six. That was an exciting play as we're here towards the end of the ball game. 2 minutes left to go.
And you know, as walking the sidelines here, talking to some of the players, and they're all excited, having a good time. 2 minutes in the game, and Jared Lane kind of pushes me a little bit, like challenges me. I said, hey, you don't want any of this, I'll put my suit on. He said, come on. I said, no, thank you.
Hand the ball to the tailback. He's going to try to get to the outside to the 25-30. Knocked down of bounds at about the 34-yard line. Clock ticks down to 1:44. They'll move the chains. That'll be another first down for them.
Even though he steps out of bounds, they're going to continue to roll the clock.
Yep.
No play stoppage as we move on to end this football game.
Hand off into the line again. We should have had him in the backfield. He get up to the 35, go out at about the, we'll call it the 37. Minute 19.
Deion Battling on that tackle, number 22. It's really exciting. You just see all these younger Tigers, when I say younger, sophomores mainly, that's in here playing some defense. And, they're all pumped, man. They're all flying around after the football. It's not like Central, who still has their starters in, are picking up significant yards.
Hand the ball off in the middle of the line. He'll get the first down and more.
Until I say something.
And could go unless somebody grabs hold of him. He gets across the 35-yard line. They'll stop him there. We're down to 47 seconds, though, in this contest.
Alonzo Ogletree on the stop, the one that just did that pick six.
Tremendous job by this, again, Tiger crowd as they hand off in the line. That's probably going to be the last play of the ball game there, Greg.
I tell you what, a bunch of Tigers pulling in on the 28-yard line to make that stop. And you're right, with 19, 18, they blew it in. They might get one more play. Or Central coaches is kind of standing there with his arms crossed. Looks like they'll get one more play with about 9 seconds to go.
Snap into the line, and going to have to grab hold of him. Number 34 is running well. He wants that end zone.
He wants
to try to get it, and he does not. And that'll be the last play of this contest.
Congratulations, baby.
As the Troup High School Tigers with a big win right there by a score of 41-0. Greg will have a chance to talk to Coach Glisson. We'll get you with some other scores from around the area, but right now the big win for the Tigers tonight, 41-0 on Eagle Sports.
There's a storm coming. We may not know its path, but your independent auto owner's insurance agent knows no matter what happens, we'll be there when you need us most. Strong through every storm. That's how it's been for our first 100 years, and how it will be for generations to come.
Mallory Agency at MalloryAgency.com. For all your insurance needs, it's the Mallory Agency.
Ron Brown, owner of LaGrange Equipment and Tool Rental, has all the tools and equipment handymen and contractors need in our area. And if you're planning a wedding, party, tailgate, reunion, or corporate event, LaGrange Equipment and Tool Rental has you covered. Like them on Facebook and see all the particulars they offer. Plus, they're open Monday through Saturday. LaGrange Equipment and Tool Rental, Greenville Street, LaGrange, next to CVS Pharmacy. Phone 706-882-8665. That's 706-882-8665. LaGrange Equipment and Tool Rental.
Hi friends, Jess Lichter here with Key of LaGrange. We're going pink this month for breast cancer awareness, and we'll be donating a portion of our sales to the Breast Friends for Life Hope for a Day campaign. So stop by and check out our selection of Kias and help support a great cause. It's fall savings times, which means the 16s, they gotta go to make room for the 17s. You can own a 16 Kia Cadenza for as little as $23,500. And you know, with prices like these are not gonna last long, come see us today or online at keyoflagrange.com to help support your local economy.
Price plus tax tag and title. Stock number 19215.
The action continues now with more Troup Tiger football on Eagle Sports, WLAG 96.9 FM, 1240 AM, and online at eagle1023.com.
Welcome back to Troup High School Tiger football, and the guys up here. Greg, I actually got a little piece of the crack, the cookie crack they have up here at the booth. They saved one little piece for me. I'm sorry, I'm not going to save it for you.
That's okay. You know what? I got a milkshake waiting on me, baby.
Oh, I know we're in the milkshake capital of the world with Steak and Shake nearby.
Hey, listen, how many milkshakes have I missed this year? All of them.
Oh, you're right.
So I got to make up some.
Attaboy. Great job by the Tigers tonight. We'll get Coach Glisson in just a moment, but we'll get you a few scores here from around the areas there, breaking the huddle. There's the backflip.
The Tigers are all listen, Coach, he's talking to them about playing for the region championship next week, baby.
Right now in the third quarter, Sandy Creek still leading Cedartown 14-7. Tigers have won this contest by 41-0. we mentioned, of course, last night Chapel Hill defeated LaGrange 26-24. Look at a couple of Bremen just up the road, 21-34. Calhoun leading them. Let's see if I got any more scores here from our area. Nothing else jumping out at me. We'll try to get something else in a minute. But, again, a huge win for the Tigers tonight as they'll go to 8-1 on the season right now. Just one more team to face, and that's Cartersville. And we'll, of course, be talking about that in just a few minutes. Let's go ahead and take another spot break. When we come back, we'll get a little word with Coach Glisson. We'll have lots more fun live here from Carrollton on Eagle Sports.
Have you gotten your flu shot? Now is the time. Holmes Pharmacy is the place to get your flu shot. And if you have insurance, it could be free. So don't wait. Drive right up to Holmes Pharmacy and get your flu shot today at Commerce Avenue in LaGrange or in Hamilton. And if your doctor feels you need a high-dose flu shot, Holmes Pharmacy has you covered.
Hi, I'm Perry Prather, pharmacist at Holmes Pharmacy. So drop by Commerce Avenue in LaGrange, Georgia. We have your flu shot ready. So come see me or any of my fine staff at Holmes Pharmacy today.
Hi friends, Jess Lipta here with Kia of LaGrange. We're going pink this month for breast cancer awareness, and we'll be donating a portion of our sales to the Breast Friends for Life Hope for a Day campaign. So stop by and check out our selection of Kias and help support a great cause. It's fall savings times, which means the 16s they gotta go to make room for the 17s. You can own a 16 Kia Cadenza for as little as $23,500. And you know with prices like these are not gonna last long. Come see us today or online at KiaofLaGrange.com to help support your local economy.
Price plus tax tag and title. Stock number 19215.
Now back to the field for more Troup Tiger football on Eagle Sports, WLAG 96.9 FM, 1240 AM, and online at eagle1023.com.
Welcome back. We're going to go down to Greg on the field.
Wow, what an exciting night tonight. You came in, you took care of business, Coach. You get a chance to go and play for the region championship next week against Cartersville. What's some of the things that you told the players here in the huddle? I kind of eavesdropped a little bit, Coach.
Well, let me say this, Greg. First and foremost, God has just blessed this team tremendously. And we're really blessed to be in this situation. For the most part, he's kept us injury-free throughout the year. And I challenge the guys to come out here and play solid, and let's take care of business. And by the scoreboard, they did a pretty good job. We're just excited to really get this one behind us, and let's go look at that big one next week.
Well, congratulations on I know you was fired up with the kids as you're talking about. We just need to be Troup Tigers. There's folks that you know, you said you know who they are. They're telling you the same guys that told you couldn't beat Sandy Creek. And you know what? We're fixing to run up to Cartersville next week. We're going to be playing for this region championship, and the guys just broke out crazy. So I know you got them all pumped, but Coach.
Well, let's enjoy this one. We're 8-1. And from what I've been told, there's only 4 teams in Troup history to have a better win, more wins than 8 wins in a season. That's a remarkable job in year 2 right here. It's just talk about what a great job these coaches and players have done. And let's enjoy this, and let's enjoy the moment this week. Let's go. Let's take a big crowd up there, and let's go play like a hair's on fire and see what happens.
I like it, Coach. I tell you what, you guys join at 9 o'clock live at the Kia showroom and hear more about what Coach Glisson has to say about tonight's contest. But again, congratulations. Let's go get them next week. Atta baby. Up to you, Jack.
Let's take another quick break. When we come back, we'll close things out here from Central Carroll here at the stadium. Right now, the Tigers with a big winner tonight, 41-0 here on Eagle Sports.
Have you gotten your flu shot? Now is the time. Holmes Pharmacy is the place to get your flu shot. And if you have insurance, it could be free. So don't wait. Drive right up to Holmes Pharmacy and get your flu shot today at Commerce Avenue in LaGrange or in Hamilton. And if your doctor feels you need a high-dose flu shot, Holmes Pharmacy has you covered.
Hi, I'm Perry Prather, pharmacist at Holmes Pharmacy. So drop by Commerce Avenue in LaGrange, Georgia. We have your flu shot ready. So come see me or any of my fine staff at Holmes Pharmacy today.
In 1916, Auto Owner Insurance teamed up with local independent agents so customers could get fast, friendly, local service. Bravo! It worked so well, we decided to keep it that way. And 100 years later, we still do things the same way. By teaming up with local independent agents, we deliver quality, personal service. Some might call that old school. But then again, maybe everything old is new again. Kind of refreshing, isn't it?
Mallory Agency at MalloryAgency.com. For all your insurance needs, it's the Mallory Agency.
You're listening to Eagle Sports, WLAG 96.9 FM, 1240 AM, and online at eagle1023.com. Now back to the field for more Troup Tiger football.
It's a showdown that's been brewing all season long, one that a lot of people did not expect to be the showdown that it's going to be. But the Troup High School Tigers will take their 8-1 record against the 9-0 Cartersville. Next week, we'll be traveling up to Cartersville. And, Greg, that's going to be a long trip, but it's going to be one that's going to be exciting for this Troup High School Tiger team.
I tell you what, the draw, the Tigers have earned this spot. They've earned it with all the fan support and all the players believe. You know, hashtag believe in THS. Glisten Mission, and man, they have just reacted and performed, and most part done what the coaches asked them to do. But yeah, it's going to be an exciting trip all week long. I know the school's going to be buzzing with excitement, knowing that this is an opportunity that we get a chance to play for the region championship. And if for some reason these guys are able to pull off a what we consider right now is certainly an upset in Cartersville next week, that will be the first time that the Tigers will have won a region championship since, I believe, 1986 or 1987. But it's been a long time coming.
That was my team back then.
Yep. Well, yeah, that's right. Well, you know, I want to make sure you understand. Listen up. You know, I told here's King Makuta bringing over number 29. You all know who number 29 is, right? That's right. Alonzo Ogletree, the kid that was made the pick six. And it's like, man, we didn't even have your name. And he came over, was grinning. I said, I'll make sure I got your name on the radio, son. He was all happy about that. Well, it's good that the kids can perform well and get excited about it.
Well, it's going to be, again, an exciting night next week. Well, the Tigers have come away with a big victory tonight, 41-0. Thanks to all of our sponsors for bringing us to you tonight. We want to invite you to join us out tomorrow morning at Kia Showroom for the Saturday morning quarterback. We'll have that at 9. We'll also have the Callaway High School, the 100th win for Coach Pete Wiggins tonight, a big pickup for him. And, of course, we'll also have the folks from Lafayette Christian. They'll be talking about their season as well. But, again, it's a big win for the Tigers tonight, 41-0 here against the Central of Carroll Lions. And, Greg, any last thoughts before you get knocked down by one of the players there?
This is just straight flag. I can take him. He knows I can. Look at him.
Well, if he wants to eat dinner tomorrow night, he better be good.
Right. And here's Jared Lane. He's still trying to challenge me. They don't want none of this, I'm telling you. But, anyway, no, I'm excited about it. The players are excited about it. Good victory. Mr. Barrington, good job by your son tonight. All the players are excited. Ethan Short, you go, boy. Love you, son. Yeah, it's these guys are having a lot of fun tonight. I'm excited. Everybody's excited. Let's close this thing out, and I can't wait till next week, boys.
Yep, and it'll be just about time for Greg's milkshake as well. Our thanks to everybody, again, as we mentioned, for being with us tonight. Our thanks to Thomas for keeping us on the air. Folks back at the station, thank you for Frankie, for Greg. I'm Jack Mormon, and we'll see you next week on the radio.
Russ Brown, owner of LaGrange Equipment and Tool Rental, has all the tools and equipment handymen and contractors need in our area. And if you're planning a wedding, party, tailgate, reunion, or corporate event, LaGrange Equipment and Tool Rental has you covered. Like them on Facebook and see all the particulars they offer. Plus, they're open Monday through Saturday. LaGrange Equipment and Tool Rental, Greenville Street, LaGrange, next to CVS Pharmacy. Phone 706-882-8665. That's 706-882-8665. LaGrange Equipment and Tool Rental.
Have you gotten your flu shot? Now is the time. Holmes Pharmacy is the place to get your flu shot. And if you have insurance, it could be free. So don't wait. Drive right up to Holmes Pharmacy and get your flu shot today at Commerce Avenue in LaGrange or in Hamilton. And if your doctor feels you need a high-dose flu shot, Holmes Pharmacy has you covered.
Hi, I'm Perry Prather, pharmacist at Holmes Pharmacy. So drop by Commerce Avenue in LaGrange, Georgia. We have your flu shot ready. So come see me or any of my fine staff at Holmes Pharmacy today.
Thanks for listening to Change.